Hello and welcome back to Off the Beaten Quest, or welcome for the first time, in which case, what are you doing? This is way ahead. You need to go back and catch up. But wait. No, that's fine. Just stay, grab some snacks. You can watch this episode, and then you can get caught up later and go like and subscribe on all of our things. That way you can get caught up on everything. So to circle back, there's a lot of D&D podcasts out there, but you chose this one, and we're so glad that you did. Let's jump into our recap. Last session, our group headed off into the forest, leaving the Were, setting course for Swamptree. In the journey, they stumbled upon an interesting temple in the heart of the forest. This temple tested their fortitude and bonds with one another. It was really quite emotional. I know I was in a state by the end. But they successfully came together and were coined Unified Chaos, and the group set off back into the woods on their journey towards Swamptree, and that is where we are going to join our adventurers. Now, you had all set off from that temple and headed off into the forest to kind of continue the next leg of the journey. What is it that you are doing?
I don't know.
You're riding horses, that's for sure.
I guess we're just
riding.
We're riding.
Okay. Essentially, it's going to be about another kind of day's worth of journey. So essentially, where you get to the point where you're riding through this forest, and as it hits nightfall, you haven't reached Swamptree yet. It's almost as if, like, kind of in the distance where you guys are at, that you essentially would you sleep through the night. In the morning, you'll kind of get there pretty quickly afterwards. So you're within a decent distance, but so you have a choice to either set up camp with the tired horses, or you can continue onward, kind of on foot, kind of in a meagerly pace, where it would potentially be a little bit more dangerous. But
we gotta give these guys a break.
Yeah, we're not keeping the horses mad.
Okay, so
I tie up the hammocks like I did before.
Okay. Give me a performance check. See how well these ones turned out.
Let's see. What am I doing? Sorry, I'm figuring my shit out. Natural 20!
Let's go!
Okay. So these are like those like bougie hammocks that essentially like they have like that like they almost like those ones that like kind of nest out nicely and
Have like the fur lining and
yeah, but they're made of what, like
Bed
webbing?
rolls.
Oh, bed rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe fur. Maybe.
Yeah. Depends on what the bed rolls are made out of. So
That D20 went on a journey too. It was a bouncy one. It was like
So you guys have all set up for the evening. How would you like to proceed into the night?
is Jax gonna make dinner? Or no?
I mean, he can.
I don't want to sign him up for something. Just assume it's his responsibility.
He's just along for the ride.
That's obnoxious.
He's vibing out.
He is vibing, at least right now.
At least right now. He's like, I have to clarify.
Birdie will just have a ration.
Are you marking off your ration?
I am.
We never do that. It's so
Keep track of the rations.
Listen, unless we're actually, like, hunting food, then I don't, like...
Say.
I'm gonna try to... Hey, Ira. She like kind of averts her eyes a little bit. Did you want to try the box again?
I don't want to break... like, in her head, I don't want to break my box. It's not that important. I don't know.
You don't have... It's your box.
I don't want to break it. It's already kind of broken.
Is it breaking?
Yeah.
Sorry.
She shows her the, like, crack.
Oh.
I don't know where the crack is in it. It's just cracked somewhere.
I think it was like on like the lid.
Gotta see if we can fix that.
Is this a conversation between just Ira and Eliana? Or
I don't know
We're
if you're
just
there.
here.
I think everybody's like around the campfire, so essentially
Okay.
there's not like really distance proximity wise.
I just want to make sure before jumping into the conversation. How did that happen?
Oh. It's a 14, actually.
Good talk, everyone. This is great content.
It's actually a 14.
Yeah. So the breaking of the box happened when you guys tried that the first time on the boat. When you guys kind of kept going in and out, in and out, in and out, different things, different people. And
I think it's only meant for those natively with fur.
Well, maybe we can look for, like... Maybe we can get a different pocket dimension for people.
Is that possible?
That's gotta be a thing. If they have it for animals...
What would it be to know
What?
if I knew if that existed?
so would you be rolling a history check?
Is it a history check?
I don't know. You tell me. That's the second roll in a row. You're just like, I mean, we could trade seats.
I just want to know if, like, I would know if that existed. I don't feel like...
Yeah, you wouldn't know if that exists or not.
It's a 19, but still, I don't think she would...
That's technology, like, above y'all's pay grade. as
Yeah,
far
I don't
as-
think she would. She's not old enough to have known that existed.
Back in my parents' day.
I'll tell you when you're older.
Why'd you look at me like that?
Yeah, so I don't want to break it.
That's fair. Especially since it's like Warrior's little spot.
Well, and, like, when you were unconscious, it's how we transported Stella quickly.
Oh. Makes sense.
She makes it sound like I abused her. I did not abuse her.
Oh, I don't think you'd do that.
Me think you doth protesteth too much.
What does Sable think of all of it?
Yeah?
Can't like Oyer or Stella go in there and get us a little bit of a snacky snack and like bring it out?
Nothing's growing in there.
I thought everything was always provided for them. Wouldn't something...
For them,
Okay.
I don't have the diet of a hop owl.
Berries?
I guess.
Maybe he wants us not to starve and it'll provide extra food.
She's thinking.
Something you want to try there, Chief?
It's getting hot up in here. I gotta work that out. Like, what's going...
How long have you guys had this box? You've never tried that? Like just
I don't-
asking one of them? Can't you talk to animals?
Sometimes, if I put in the energy.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
Oh yeah, it has. I get it.
That was weird, by the way.
That was a lot.
Not you, Sable. You're not the weird thing in this situation.
Right now. I get it.
I was trying to start a conversation.
Yeah.
But
No,
that's
there's
okay.
a lot of awkward silences happening right now.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward. Otherwise,
Well,
it's just
okay, there's
silence.
just a lot of silences happening right
Wait, we've been through a lot.
now. That's fair.
We're all still processing it.
Yeah.
I'm still processing. I said that in Verity's voice, but I'm saying, as a player, we've been through a lot.
Maybe everyone just wants
Yeah.
to go to sleep.
Nap nap.
That's completely up to y'all.
A little seepy-eepy.
Yeah. I feel like Eliana wants to have a conversation with Ira, but like not around everyone else. So she's just like, I'm just going to bed.
Well, it's a good thing that you are the only two that need 4 hours.
That's true.
Which means we have to split watch. That doesn't solve the problem.
I know. There can be 4 hours where nobody takes a watch.
Ooh.
Nope.
Or
Or
technically.
2 hours. 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Technically.
You know, I don't trust Verity not to eavesdrop.
Aw.
Wow.
Damn. Eliana does.
Look,
Called
it's-
out at the campfire.
Look, it's either I don't trust you to not eavesdrop, or I don't trust you to not kill me. And I think to not
Jeez.
eavesdrop is the better option.
I thought we were
Jax, can you knock me out?
Sure, let's go.
I think she's kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
I was
You know
grabbing the D20s. Let's do this.
What is happening?
How many hits is he rolling for? That was 4.
2 hits in the fury of blows.
He's spending key points to dig out.
I'm gonna get him back. I'm going to sleep soon.
Which means we should both roll natural
one-
1, so he can't use them on
13,
the
a
end.
natural 20, and then the fury of blows both miss.
The 13 misses as well, so just a net 20.
My 13 is plus something.
Well, I'm
Plus 9.
my bad.
Actually, technically it's 7 plus 9, so 16.
That's
yours is 17.
17.
Yeah. So the other 2 hit, but the fury of blows don't. But one of them is a natural 20.
Literally the only reason I know your AC is because I was editing the audio.
It's a good thing I had false life casted at 2nd level earlier.
So I'm gonna use a superiority die.
What is
An unarmed
happening?
strike. My
He just told her that she's cool.
tattoo and the knuckle duster item.
And the knuckle duster.
Are you trying to bring me down to 0 HP? Is that
Rip.
what's happening?
16
He's just gonna knock you
plus
out.
1 plus 5, so that's 22 times 2 is 44
Rip.
for the 20,
Wow.
and then
Is Eliana cool with this?
10.
She doesn't know what's
15.
happening. I feel like this is all happening all at once. She's like,
So that's 64 points of damage total. But that's just for the 2 hits.
what is happening? Jax?
You literally asked him.
You asked for this. I don't
I
know.
did.
if you're
Level.
I did.
Like-
hold on.
Yes.
Because I messed up because I thought you said you were done, so I need to fix this.
Yeah, 64 points in total.
The funny part is I imagine that Eliana didn't say out loud that she wanted to talk
said
to Ira, and
64?
so you were just like, just knock me out, like just randomly.
I'm still up, but she's. What the fuck, Jack?
It's like,
What are we becoming?
are you tired yet?
It's not very unified of us, guys.
It's very chaotic, though.
He beat me to it.
You're right. Well, Verity, why did you want him to knock you
I'm
out?
going to go again.
No. So I don't eavesdrop, apparently.
I didn't think that was in character.
Now it is.
Wait, it's now, I guess.
I mean, if you weren't going to eavesdrop, then I was. So
Do I need to... Oh, and he sits back down. It's like...
Verity just gives you just looks at you like, you mother.
It's the brotherly love. Come on.
That's what I was thinking in my head, but I wasn't going to say it out loud. It's like, stop touching me.
giving a noogie, like
It's like the
sitting across from
yeah.
the campfire, like I'm not touching you.
I'm not touching you. I mean, do you still want me to not eavesdrop? I mean, he can hit me again.
no,
Not that serious. God. Fucking.
Verity, do you want to go for a walk?
Wow.
Words have consequences. People say things, people take it seriously. You didn't want to eavesdrop. She got like, all right, knock me out then.
I also wasn't being completely serious. But no one asked.
We just started hitting.
You just started breaking ribs. Literally, look at her.
Hey, do you need some?
No, those were face shots. Like, no, I'm just kidding. No, they were body shots.
do you need some salves?
It's like the critical hit was like the one that like knocked the wind out of her, and then.
That's why my face is red.
Yeah.
Do you need help to your hammock? Or
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Hey.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm good.
No, I'm
Gonna
gonna
heal
give
you.
you a little pat on the back, and I'm gonna give you a little healing word. Let me see. roll it. I'm just gonna roll it on here. 11 points of healing.
Why is mine 10d8 plus 4?
Are you looking at like
I'm
a fifth
looking at the
level?
4th level. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
I was like,
yes.
wait a second. I'm going to bed.
Okay. Sleep well.
Night night.
Hey, we're gonna stop hitting you now. Let's stop with the self-deprecation. Well, sorry, I guess I was goofing. We gotta stop with the self-deprecation, okay?
I realized there was a line.
Wait up 2 hours if you guys wanted to go tap it out. Oh.
Whoa. Put your XLR cable in it.
Yeah.
Can you try unplugging it and then plug it back in? Plug it back.
Is it good?
Yeah, I think.
The fire is also going.
No, her voice is cracking.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Hello?
Oh, I hear it.
I think it's cracking a lot. I hear it too.
Weird. All right.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
We'll be right
insert.
back.
All right. Sorry about that. We are back. Okay. So, you were saying, if you remember.
I do not.
Oh, yes, I do.
2 hours, right? Because you guys
Yeah,
were going
I
to
can
talk.
stay up like 2 hours if you want to go like yap it out.
I don't know if we'll need that long, but
What is yapping?
You know when a bird makes a loud noise?
Tweets?
Well, no, picture a meaner bird, maybe getting eaten by like a bigger bird.
what?
You know how when they cry they yap? Whap, yap, yap.
Yeah.
No.
It's just sometimes girls have to yap it out about their emotions. Like if they're hurt, they yap.
Here, I have to look to Eliana. Okay. I thought you were the weird one. But, okay.
Hmm.
Sorry that logic is weird to you.
Okay.
Fine, rescinded. I'm going to bed.
All right.
And Sable goes to her cot. Or not cot. Hammock.
Okay.
Imagine she crawls into bed and then makes it swing a little. She like rocks herself to sleep.
Yes, just like Mama used to do.
Hey Stella.
She looks at Stella.
I'm gonna be gone for a few minutes, but I'll be right back. Could you keep an eye out just in case for a little bit? If anything happens, you run to me. We're gonna go this way. Okay, thank you.
We're gonna go up?
I meant, like, sorry.
Yeah. Now we're going up.
Yeah, I'll give her a little pet.
Okay.
We'll go on a little trip.
Little Einstein's theme.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are going to go off into kind of
Not
like
far.
not far.
We can still see camp completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
DM.
Hey, so I know that was really stressful in there, and I feel like we were all kind of trying our best to just be able to get out of there. And I know you pulled me aside and we were talking a little bit. I just wanted to, I guess, follow up in a more relaxed environment where we're not trapped somewhere. I don't like what I saw of myself in there, and I love my mom very much, but I don't want to become my mom.
You have the power in this moment to make something really great or make something so cutthroat and so unbending, so unyielding, so black and white that it's counterintuitive to what you're trying to do. I think that's really what I'm trying to communicate, is that you have it in you to do this incredible thing. You've got all the skills.
Don't feel like it.
But you have to be able to open your worldview up a bit. And understand the perspective of it. Because they're going to come, people are going to come into your faith, and they're not going to have the exact same perception of Flossidus that you have. It doesn't make it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's just slightly different. Unless they think she's like Thanator, and then yes, they are very wrong. But that's, part of the work of what you have to undo.
Yeah. I mean, it also doesn't help that, I literally met her, so I have a very different perception than a lot of people probably know her by.
But did she seem black and white about her commitment to you and her followers?
No.
So I guess what the overarching point is, show those around you, one's trying to convert, your friends, your family, a random drunk at a tavern, the same grace that she showed you. None of us are the ruler of law and order.
Yeah, I'm really trying to unlearn what I've been taught over the about 120 or so years I've been alive.
Oh, we're like the same age.
Around.
Thought you were younger.
No, I was just really sheltered as a kid.
Homeschooled, got it?
Yeah.
Most of my education was centered around the idea of Florenia's teachings. And I never left the Feywild before I left the Feywild because Florenia let me out. But not really Florenia. But that still confuses me sometimes.
Have you ever considered talking to somebody?
No.
And I don't mean
How does that work?
I don't mean like one of us. There are people in different.
Now for today's sponsor, BetterHelp. No, I'm just kidding.
We're not sponsored.
Not sponsored,
Not yet.
but we could be.
There are, how there are there are medics and doctors and healers for you cut your arm and you go, people like that exist, but for head stuff. Help you address and walk through Are you okay?
You going through something over there?
No, please keep going.
And you can address all of that with them, and they help you understand it and unpack it and process it.
I worry though that we're adventurers, so finding someone like that.
It's more for when we settled it, when we're done.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you don't want to start over every time we go to a new set.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, we've been through a lot.
Maybe you can find a sending stone that with
25 words per session. That would be the worst kind of session. 25 words.
This conversation is extremely I can't help you, but I'm going to tell you who can.
Yeah.
And you need to have a telehealth appointment while we're adventuring.
Because we're on the road, so we need you to keep it going.
We can't resolve our differences, but a therapist can make you figure it out.
Well, we are doing the first part.
Oh my God, that's so good. Yeah, I'll probably have to look into that when we're not, trying to find your brother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that whole thing happened. I just kind of got blindsided by, like, when I see kids in danger.
Oh, no, honey. How and when have you supposed to have the time to even sit down and process one thing, let alone, like... I'm surprised you weren't so traumatized by the Sharkins attacking the boat the first day we met you.
Well, to be fair, it was pretty recently after my whole village was attacked, so it was kind of on, like, a smaller level.
So, you know...
It was kind of
and
just
then we
the
go
same
from
thing,
that to this other place, and we fight this guy who you don't even know who he is, and none of us really know who he is, and then our friend gets kidnapped, and then it's just been one thing after another the whole time. So it's like...
I miss our friends.
I miss some of our friends.
Yeah. I haven't tried to contact Dawn yet.
So it's only been, what, like a few days?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 to 3 days.
I hope she's finding whatever her piece is. Not having too much trouble.
Well, I can guarantee you this. She's probably found every tavern between where we were and where she is.
I think she needs to talk to someone about that.
Hopefully when she gets where she's going.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Good HP.
No.
Yeah.
Is that a good RX? Good HP?
No, instead of better help, it's good. It's good HP.
Oh.
HP.
Oh my god. Good RX thing. That was funny.
Well, I was thinking. So, I'm like building this religion, I guess. I don't know. It's
big deal.
weird. Yeah,
No.
there's a lot. I was thinking maybe I could start by like, I need to get like a journal or some like paper, because I borrowed one from Verity, but it's just like one piece of paper, so it's not going to last me very long. Like charting the sky. But from my understanding, Placidus is in charge of like the afterlife, and I've seen like maybe the stars representing like souls of people, because some pop up here and there. What if I started, because there's existing constellations, but what if I started charting the new ones?
Why not?
I don't know.
I think the only thing stopping you is not having a journal, which we can probably get one when we get to Swamptree.
Yeah.
Probably get you a couple, so as you fill them up, you have, you know. Yeah?
I was like, well, maybe I could name one of them like the musician or something. Yeah. And then I guess there's already a leaf constellation, so I couldn't name one for Dawn. When Dawn's not dead, so...
Is there... Oh yeah, she's not dead.
She's just left. Which I'm still sad about, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I just wanted to touch base. I just feel like there's a lot of pressure of all this stuff. I don't know what to do with it, but having different perspectives would be really good, as you kind of said.
Yeah, and it's you just gotta put yourself in situations to like meet people with different perspectives. Like if there's a big scary looking guy at the next tavern who's throwing back beer but he's laughing, maybe he's actually a good person and he's not scary.
Yeah.
Or he could cut your head off. You know, it could go one of two ways, but you're not gonna know unless you like get to know him.
Like with Akira.
I see the suggestion for the therapist now. She's technically not like... It's very up and down of your advice.
She's like, I'm not a professional.
Not a professional.
Never claimed to be either.
Because I know we met Akira, and Akira was really nice, even though he was undead. Like, that scared me at first, because it was Florenia. Still don't know if it was like Florenia or the fake Florenia, but it was very black and white. Like, the undead, bad. Aberrations, bad. But I found out that's not always the case. And like with Amar, he seems pretty nice. So I was right about that guy with the ghost dragon, though.
Yeah, but the ghost dragon was really cute.
Yeah.
He was just a cute little guy.
Maybe he was.
The guy was a dick, but the dragon was cute.
And maybe he was just along for the ride.
Something tells me he was probably calling the shots.
Well. You're. The big. Unrelated to any of this. The big Marian heart wall stuff scares me still, but hopefully we can figure that out.
I think that's like everyone's on the same page on that.
Yeah.
Except Verity. She didn't see it.
I'm gonna have everybody. I'm gonna have the two of you as well as Sable roll perception checks for me, please.
Oh no.
Because as much as I love this conversation, it does not need to be a recap episode.
Why not?
Because we're covering a lot of ground.
We're bonding.
18?
Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah?
Nope, don't like that.
Oh, yeah? Didn't know it was that kind of a show, guys.
Yeah. I don't know what to say, but
What did you get?
I got the 21.
21, dirty 20, and
18.
18. So Sable doesn't see this from where she is, but the two of you do. From where you're standing in the forest, sort of tangential. You see a group of elves sitting around a fire. Well, actually standing around a fire, excuse me.
Did they see us?
Not necessarily. They seem to be preoccupied.
Do you want me to go spy on them as a bird?
Because I literally was like, I can't go over there because either I get caught and then I get kidnapped again. Or they try to kill us just because they think we want their food. Or they're like the big scary guy at the bar and they're great.
Should I go stake it out?
As a bird.
Okay.
But like stay up high.
Okay.
Don't let them see you.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to camp.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you hug.
I'm going to stay awake till you get back. Oh. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna turn into a bird now.
Turn into a bird.
Okay.
I go and I perch on one of the trees next to the campfire.
Okay. Give me a perception check as a bird.
My big juicy dice is in the way. Ooh. 27.
27.
27.
So you kind of like turn into this bird and you kind of like flutter up onto the branch. And as you're looking, you see nothing. There's nothing in this clearing.
I'm gonna like go to a different tree thing. I'm gonna like try and stake it out from multiple perspectives.
Okay,
Like, see if to try and surmise if it's like an illusion or something.
Okay. And you go to a different tree and you still see nothing.
Just dark. It's just black.
Mm-hmm.
Like night.
Yep.
I love my little like bird stance. Like I'm gonna fly back to camp.
Does it
Okay.
go see on the ground? Does it do anything?
I'm gonna fly back to camp first. I'm gonna perch on your shoulder.
Okay.
Don't shit on me.
Quack.
I don't. No.
Okay. I'll transfer back into Elliot. I'll get off your shoulder and then I'll transfer back into Elliot.
I figured that she'd be in her hammock, so if you were to transform, they would just fly backwards.
So they don't exist. I think it's an illusion of some sort. When I went over there, there was nothing. Which is like...
Yeah, have you guys gone to bed already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
So I don't know if someone's trying to trick us or if it's like some weird foresty stuff that we came across before.
Yura's gonna
Messing with
like
us?
just look back in that area.
Okay.
Do I need to roll again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 22.
Both me and Sarah were like, excuse you.
You see nothing. It's just pitch black forest.
Are you back as a
Are you
bird?
back as a bird?
wait. I'm going to take out my spyglass.
Ooh.
Okay.
Point it at where they were coming from.
Nothing.
Nothing glowing, nothing?
Nope.
Nice.
We both saw this?
Yes.
It's okay.
It's disorienting, I'm aware.
Your pen and your mouse. There you go. So it has to be like some sort of illusion. There can't be like any creatures there.
But like, what if they just pop out of the shadows? Like, ooh, another here, and then I get kidnapped again.
I turn the spyglass all around us to see if I detect any creatures around us.
Nothing.
What the heck?
What the heck?
Deca.
Now I feel unsafe.
Me too.
Hey, I'm going to go to Stella. And I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Did you see anything weird?
No.
And if I look back, do I see them or was it just like for that moment?
Yeah. You don't see anything. It's just black forest. Darkness.
Did you
What if I get kidnapped?
You didn't see any elves over there?
No.
Were they like ominously looking in our direction, or are they in a circle, like talking to each other?
They didn't see us.
They didn't see you.
Okay.
They were just standing in like around a fire.
At a horrifying.
Fuck, this is weird.
So I wish I had a mini map that showed me all red dots.
Assassin's Creed.
I was thinking Far Cry, but you know.
Mine was Halo.
This.
Should I? What if I go over there to where it was?
Not by yourself.
Want to go?
No. But am I going to? Yes.
What is Stella?
Do I want to go? No. I don't want to do anything right now.
Hey, Stella,
but
you want to go on?
no. you're
Stella,
not-
you can stay here and watch these two.
and
Make sure
Jax.
they don't get hurt.
And
These
Jax.
sorry. I see the players on the
See?
table and I was I'm sorry. But it's like,
Told you.
Stop.
I just forget about NPCs, to be
It's okay.
honest.
It's all good.
Like how I forget about Stella all the time.
Fair enough.
So,
Okay. I guess we're going over to the spot.
So you and Ira
Mm-hmm.
are going over to the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What is happening?
Why do you keep
Rolling
rolling?
Ira's bow is out, and like there's a arrow knocked because she's not.
You walk over to where you saw that.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's like kind of like a small clearing. As you're getting like, you kind of like walk away from camp, right? And you're essentially this like, as you get into the more darkness of the forest, you're kind of realizing you're walking into like kind of like some fog. But you see nothing.
Footprints on the ground.
No. Make an investigation check if you want, but
15.
no, you don't see anything. It just looks like normal forest floor.
I'm going to swirl my hands and little starlights are going to sparkle on my fingertips. I'm going
Mhm.
to blast it out. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Don't know if that's going to do anything, but
You just like shoot this like spell out in kind of the radius, and nothing seems to happen.
well, Liz, I don't think there's I tried to dispel any magic in the area, but I'm not sensing any. I don't understand what's happening if it's not magic.
Ira's gonna look up too, like the trees, to see if anything's just. Are there any birds spying on us?
Okay.
Ejection.
Give a perception check.
Guide everything I do. So why not? 21 plus 8.
Man.
29.
29.
You look up and you see a circle of elves standing around a fire in the sky.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm just kidding. You see nothing.
There's a glitch in the matrix.
It's a glitch in the matrix. The simulation's bugged. No, you see nothing. You just see stars. Well, like through the canopy of the tree.
Does anything look weird?
No.
No. Well, you know.
I don't think there's much we can do right now.
Well,
We both saw it though, so
yeah. Do we feel okay?
Yeah.
Like, do we feel lightheaded or like anything? No? Okay.
I mean, in the fog, in the darkness, but you can see the light of the fire from like the camp, from where you are.
It turns into a Curse of Strahd campaign when we get taken by fog. Bye, guys.
You're in the fog. The fog seems a little disorienting, but that's about it. You
But
don't see like
yeah,
lightheaded or anything.
It's not like drugged.
Thick fog, but that's about it.
I hate everything about this. And I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. Like bread at the grocery store. But more important.
So you guys gonna go back? You can stay
Sure.
here.
Yeah, I'll go back.
Okay. So you go back to the camp.
who's taken first?
Me.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception for your watch.
Oh, I thought
It's
you were
my watch.
Yeah.
Whichever. I didn't know who made the choice. I was distracted by the
What's
cartoon
the- what's
sleep
the-
voices.
What's the thing?
Perception.
Perception.
16.
Watch goes off at 4 hours. Nothing seems to happen. It's normal. There's a lot of thick fog around you guys, but the fire seems to be kind of like alleviating a lot of that issue.
Holding its own.
Okay.
So you go to sleep after your 4 hours. Eliana wakes up.
She tries. I don't know if she's successful too, but
Sleeping?
Yeah.
Or meditating? Yeah.
oh, she sleeps.
Hongshu.
She sleeps. Meditation. She has to intentionally meditate, but she
Okay.
cozy things only.
I pulled out my Eliana dice, my autumn form dice. Ooh. 27.
27.
That's 218 so far.
Dude, you're rolling dice.
Are you doing that on purpose?
He's faking us out.
You see, so everybody else is asleep, right? You're the only one awake
Yeah.
at this moment. You see off in the distance, you see a group of 6 elven wizards kind of studying a book near a campfire. This is about 30 feet,
30 feet?
30 feet away, yeah.
So, like, my office door?
That's not 30 feet. That's like maybe like 15 feet.
Yeah.
30 feet's like from like almost like a garage or driveway's length away. It's like decent enough. So essentially you see that they seem upset and disheartened from like what you can see. They see that you like seeing them, and they look over and they kind of stop, and they essentially start like trying to like hide the book.
Were there 6 elves before? And there's 6 of these guys now, or no?
You did not seem to count how many elves there were.
Okay.
Oh yeah, wait, maybe I said how many it was, but I don't remember.
You did not say how many it was earlier. No.
No. Okay, so no.
I was just trying to make a connection to see if it was the same number. But,
You gonna wake anybody up?
let's stare at him.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I get along. No, not yet. Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna stare back at him. They do anything?
They don't seem to be doing anything other than they're trying to hide the book, and they just kind of keep like looking at you.
I wave at them.
No response.
This is an illusion. This forest is messed up.
They're 30 feet
You
away.
sure?
No, because you said there's no magic over there.
There wasn't when you looked first time. You can try to look again if you'd like.
Put on my glass.
No, there's nothing over there.
What is happening? Just gonna watch them to make sure they don't try anything funny because I don't want to wake anyone up because I haven't slept yet.
Okay. So you're kind of just like locked on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But every now and then I'll look around just to make sure that nothing's sneaking up on us, and that's like a distraction.
Okay. So give me a perception check really quick for when you look away.
Fucking bitch. 21.
21.
Could not do math there for a second.
You look away and they're gone. All you see is a deer kind of like grazing, and that's in the spot where you once saw the.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just watching.
Did they are they like Merlindy wizards, like with robes
What
and
do
pointy
they
hats?
I mean, they're gone now.
Yeah, they're gone. Did they have a Merlin hat on, one of them?
No.
Okay.
Don't stereotype the wizards.
Why not?
Hey, I heard some wizards are muscular
I was
now.
told not to
That's
make
true.
black and white judgments. I can't stereotype the wizards.
At any rate, God bless. So the rest of your watch goes off without a hitch. Are you taking the one that's kind of the midnight hours leading to the morning? I think
Yeah.
that's kind of how this is going to time out. Sun comes up as if nothing happens throughout the rest of the night. You guys wake up as the kind of sun starts to peek itself up over the thick canopies of the forest, and there is a lot of fog kind of in the path and around you and in the subsequent forest, you know, because it's like swampy and the very humid. But it's like a cool humidity. So like the air seems hot and humid, but there's a small cool breeze, which kind of, I think, as far as science would generate the fog. I don't know how
I'm
that
not
works.
a science
I'm
girly.
not a weather person. Could be completely wrong on the science of this, but
It's a magical world.
it's a magical world, right? The swamp water's hot and the air is cold, so therefore there would probably be fog or steam or whatever the hell it is.
Last question. Were the wizards in the same general area that the elves were in?
No,
Okay.
separate
That's
spot.
cool. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like that one. I didn't like that fact.
Great. It's morning time now.
Hey, psst. Hey. I'm gonna like
Now that everybody kind of slowly begins to kind of wake up.
shake Era gently awake.
Mm.
So I saw 6 wizards in the middle of the night again, like the elves, but in a different spot. And when I looked away, they disappeared, and I don't know what's happening here.
Where were they?
Oh, they're over here. And I point to where I saw them.
Okay.
She's gonna walk over there and see the same thing like on the ground, or
Okay. Make an investigation check.
P- 17 plus 4.
21. No, you don't see anything. Just
Okay.
looks like normal forest ground.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like this forest has just some weird vibes.
What's going on?
Do you want to tell him or?
Yeah. Well, last night, there was like this group of elves around a campfire off in the, like a bit of far away. I went and spied on them as a bird, and then they weren't there anymore. And I tried to see if it was like, I tried to dispel like magic in the area, but there wasn't anything that like happened. And then on my watch, I saw another group of like wizards around a fire, like trying to hide these books. And then when I looked away, they also like disappeared. And I don't know, this forest has just weird vibes going on.
Are the horses unsettled at all? No, they're just vibing.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't seem
They seemed harmless because nothing happened.
Did they try and do anything?
The wizards just tried to hide their books when they saw I was looking at them, but then they poof gone. They didn't exist when I looked away and I looked back.
I think we should go.
Yeah.
All right.
How much longer until we're out of this place?
I mean, you have maybe like.
No.
Oh, you're assessing them.
We have one. We're going to use it.
I put in a sleeve and everything.
You can make a investigation check. Investigating the map.
11.
11.
To be fair to her, to Verity, there's no legend on it, so it would be hard to judge distance. So that's your excuse. Like, I'm trying to make up for her bad roll.
There's nothing that you can discern from the map about how far away you are.
Eliana, you're better at maps. Can you?
This is not gonna go well. Okay, I'll look at.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
16.
You also do not be able to concern.
There's not really a legend. There's no measurements on here, so it's hard to tell how far we've been.
I mean, we can measure by like finger.
That cartographer, he said he made a lot of maps of the.
Are we sure he just wasn't an artist?
Maybe.
It's a beautiful map. It's an aesthetic map.
Yeah.
It's very aesthetic.
To the map maker's point, you didn't ask for a good map. You just asked for a map.
This is very
I didn't realize we needed to specify we wanted good before we left to travel.
No, the cartographer tried his best.
I don't know what it is to assume that every single NPC is going to be intelligent. But
if you sell maps, why would you sell bad maps?
To be fair, he was only selling maps of the continent of one place.
Yeah, he wasn't selling.
I don't know how good of a map maker he was.
Maybe it was meant to hang up on like a wall or something,
Yeah, like art.
Yeah.
What's going? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Sable react to the news of the elves and the wizards? Or is she like, I want to go home?
She doesn't want to go home, but she is looking around because you said they were in different spots. So she wants to look around and... Because are we walking? Are we going away? No. Are we going away?
I mean, you guys are like getting ready to probably leave the camp, yeah?
Packing up, yeah.
Okay. Just because it's daytime doesn't mean they're gone. So she's looking around for more.
Okay. Yeah. Roll for perception.
It's fair.
Sable gets the cute bunnies. We got ominous figure. She gets cute little.
Oh. 12.
You don't seem to see anything.
No. Okay.
The music changed.
I know.
Well,
Should we go?
we'll feed the horses.
Well, I figured. Ira's like, why? Could have just been eating all night.
I didn't leave food out.
We're still making up for leaving them in the
Yeah.
air.
I'll feed the horses. And then we are on the way.
Okay. So you head off on the horses, heading towards the direction you guys were, kind of going the same way. Takes about an hour or two before you start to see kind of the fog kind of break through. The fog seems to get thicker as you get closer, but as you essentially reach a point, the fog essentially kind of like breaks and you see the town of Swamptree.
Did we see anything else, like, as we were traveling, like, looking on the sides?
No, not really. the town itself is perched on top of like a lot of natural stone, rising as like kind of like the known as like the hearthbacks. It's kind of surrounded on all sides by like murky marsh, and there's a lot of like kind of causeways that kind of like lead to different places and stuff. So essentially, this is like a town built on like a very like large swamp. Clusters of small kind of like hamlets and different like businesses and stuff like that are kind of tethered together and like kind of connected through a lot of those like wooden causeways and stuff. You see a system of like thick ropes that kind of go through a lot of the different waterways, and essentially it connects those different hamlets. There's a lot of some like slow, almost like these almost water equivalent of like gondolas. So essentially it's like they're pulling these like slow kind of ferry pulling like boats that kind of go back and forth. They're like these water platforms that are like boats, but they kind of move people from hamlet to hamlet in different clusters of these houses and stuff.
Is it kind of spooky?
Not really. It seems very like mossy. There's a lot of like wet wood, and it's very like, but a lot of this thing, you see that like the whole town itself is kind of surrounded by this like thick ring of fog. It's almost as if there is this thing that's like pushing the fog out so that the town can exist without any interruptions or issues.
It's the wizards.
I have a feeling that this is like, maybe the fog is like a hallucinogenic, has those sort of properties maybe. So like not magic, but like chemical.
Yeah.
So we were drugged.
It's like secondhand smoke.
Secondhand fog.
So maybe they're trying to keep people out.
I mean, or maybe they're trying to keep the fog out.
How do you stop fog, though? It's air.
Ventilation.
But like, we're outside. In a house, sure, but like...
And why would we hallucinate? Aww.
You guys keep going.
And why would we hallucinate elves and wizards?
Some psychedelics can cause your brain to be altered sometimes. You see things that aren't really there.
But like, why not something cool that we don't see or something scary? Why is it just some people hiding something? Like, why would they be hiding? Are you just like an anxious one and it portrayed that way?
I don't know, man. Drugs do crazy things.
I've never tried any, so I wouldn't know.
You've had alcohol.
Oh. You've never had alcohol?
I don't know what just happened.
I believe in us.
Oh, hello.
No. There you go.
Hey! Magic.
We're back. Or at least I'm back. All right. Put that to bed.
I mean, with my family has a history of, like herbology and things like that.
Is herbology a word? I don't know. Allie doesn't know
It
that.
is.
but it's a word.
Herbology is a word.
Sure. Okay.
Of herbology and studies like that. So I've tried some things. You got to experiment to know what things do.
Fair enough.
Ira like wants to investigate the fog, but she also like does not want to find herself in a situation where things could go badly.
Maybe like a local or a library might know.
Why do we always... Here's a question. Why do we always go to libraries?
Because they're...
There's a
We
lot
could
of
just talk to
knowledge.
people.
Yeah, you literally just arrived into town.
Why don't we
So
talk to people?
Maybe go talk to someone. Like, instead of standing on the edge of town like a weirdo, be like, this fog is weird.
Where
It was
can we
like-
put the horses?
We can just
Whose horse is that? Where do...
Yeah.
You're very passionate about that.
Where do we?
Where's
Is there,
the
like-
horses?
Yeah, or is there like a local stable where we can like put the horses?
Well, let's start from base one. Is there a gate into the city?
No, you essentially there's like, I mean, there is, but there isn't. This is very much like, it feels like it's got its own sense of like isolation. So they're not necessarily like worried about like intruders. There is like the structure and infrastructure of this place essentially has its own like central protective like police kind of force, like guards and things like that. But they're not like, they didn't build a stone gate or wall around their like city or anything.
So we enter and we see the first guards we see.
Okay, so you stop like amidst the different people and things that you see in this town. You stop a group of guards.
We're going to the Popo.
I mean,
So you stop them, and what do you say?
Hi, we're new in town. We're probably going to be visiting for not too long, but is there a place where we could keep our horses in town?
Oh yeah, there is a stable over there. You can get them out, hitch them up, and they kind of keep lodging and whatever.
Great. Thank
Is
you
it-
so much.
Is it the only stable, or is there one close to an inn?
I mean, this isn't a big place. I mean, there's probably only one stable, I guess. I mean,
okay.
you could find a farmer, I suppose, but
No, you're fine. I was just checking.
Do you know what's up with the fog outside?
the fog is it's an interesting. It's the fog plays tricks of the mind. So I'm surprised you guys made it here through it. To be quite honest, without a guide. Most
We
people
just
need.
stayed on the path.
I mean,
We saw some weird, like, illusions of a couple groups.
That
but-
happens. It's a good thing you stayed on the path, though, because most time people get led astray. They don't end up where they're going.
Is there more fog on the way to the AAA, the AAA?
I'd imagine so. The mountain range, kind of going from here to the Aeronautics Alliance, is not. It's not any less than what you're seeing now. If anything, it's worse. And a lot of the paths and things are very kind of treacherous. Little wetlands and different things out that way.
Well, thank you for the information.
do you know where we might be able to find a guide?
I know that there is typically a guide that kind of helps people around here. But you might want to go and find him in the markets, the Gleam markets.
Okay.
That was a lot of help. Thanks.
Yeah, we won't bother you with any more. You probably get these questions all the time with people coming in.
Yeah. Outsiders don't come here too much. Just keep your nose out the trouble.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Kind of like walk off. You see that these like their armor essentially is a lot of like it's like a mixture of like bark and leather and like some moss covered things. Very like swamp and like forest
Very
themed.
makeshift.
Yeah,
That's
it's very
cool
makeshift.
as hell.
There's some like kind of like almost like fishing netting that's kind of like almost like using like as like a decoration accent kind of on one of their pauldrons and stuff.
So, stables, drop off the horses in the markets.
Yeah. Let's make sure we understand their day rate for the horses before we just drop them off, though.
Very true.
That's true, because they did say we could find a farmer. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So you essentially kind of where he was pointing, you see that there's one of these kind of like ferries that you need to kind of like lead the horses on, and it's like they're larger ones. They're essentially like the same like as ferries that you would see that kind of like can hold cars like that we've seen. So they're wide.
So big.
They're wide. It's like enough that your 5 horses would fit on it, but that's like taking up a good majority of its space. You kind of have to like wait for the people that are already on it to kind of go there, and then it comes back. So you guys don't have to wait for a couple minutes. But then you essentially are able to get on, and it kind of leads you over to this building that's kind of it's attached to the side of the river on the other side. So essentially the stable kind of goes away, but there's no like direct path like to it.
What does Sable think about having to wait? She had a problem with having to walk. What is her problem?
what do you mean?
Your
I had a
problem
problem
with
having to
waiting.
walk.
Is there somewhere closer to the tavern?
The assumptions.
Actually,
See?
yeah. The reason that I wanted to find something closer was in case something happened to you. I wanted us to be able to get the horses quickly because last time we stayed in an inn, you had a tattoo on your hand that winked at me, and that was not cool.
I thought you were cute.
Aw.
Is it considered winking if it's just one eye? Isn't that just blinking?
To Sable, yes, it's winking.
Are these is this town built like houses on the water? With
Yes.
ferries going between them? That's so cool!
Think like a very large, like swampy version of Venice without the bridges that go across the water. So there's essentially instead of bridges, there are some causeways kind of between clusters of neighborhoods from what you guys are seeing on this like kind of ferry as it's kind of going across. But these thick the ropes are like this thick. It's like essentially like almost like dock ropes, like that would kind of like secure ships in a harbor. But they are kind of attached with this like pulley system that essentially is like pulling this like large kind of thing across. And if you look over the edge of this large place or kind of platform that you guys are all on, you can see that it's like floating, but it's almost as if there's a large kind of like fin, like kind of creating like a divide in the water behind where you're coming from. And it's almost as if something's attached underneath, like in this like swamp. So it's like attached above and below, and it's kind of moving across, but it's still kind of like suspended by like floating a little bit.
Jax, you would really prosper if you had like a flying form here. You could just like go wherever you wanted to go.
Yeah,
I just thought that was cool.
I'm cool with waiting like everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm not impatient.
That's okay.
Not to say anybody else is impatient. I'm just like,
So we're all just waiting there together?
you're on the
We're on
platform
it
that's
now.
going across.
Okay.
So once it gets across, you essentially are able to kind of get off and lead the horses to the stable. Then you go in and you check them in. They don't really. It's like a gold per day. This isn't like a very like expensive place. If anything, they don't really get a lot of horses that like are being left there for board. Essentially, this is a lot of it's just like they raise their own animals, and it's essentially kind of doubles as like a veterinary clinic, essentially for different,
Okay.
like goats, horses, cows, things that would be part of like the farming culture in this area.
I also like to think they upcharged us at the other place because we fucking abandoned our horses. So I mean, I don't blame them for charging us so much money.
Ira wants all of the horses, since it's like a vet clinic too,
Mm-hmm.
to just have like depending on how much it costs, she'll cover like the bill, but like she wants them to like look over the horses, make sure like
Get their vaccination.
no one, like
And essentially,
Make sure no
it'll be
one's
about
showing
10
any.
gold because it's 2 gold apiece to kind of do like a full like workup on all
plus
of them.
the one a day. You're responsible for.
It's
yourself.
very much
But
like when you take your car into the shop, you get
Yeah.
like the complimentary wash. So they like groom
Yeah.
and like brush and feed
Yeah.
and like they'll check them out and make sure they need to like have their horseshoes changed,
Yeah.
things like that. So they'll kind of do that whole thing.
I
So-
forgot that horses have horseshoes. They got like little shoes, like under their feet.
yeah,
This is how horses work.
they shouldn't walk barefoot.
So after you checked in the horses, you essentially are kind of free range to kind of go looking throughout
Bye,
the town.
Jerome.
And we'll get to that after the break.
Hello, Ali G here from Off the Beaten Quest. I just wanted to let you guys know that this month, for Pride Month, we are raising funds for the charity, the Trevor Project. As a part of the LGBTQ plus community, I think the Trevor Project is doing a lot of great work because they are, first of all, the only suicide prevention hotline for LGBTQ individuals. The Trevor Project helps allocate research to certain things to help out the LGBTQ plus community. It helps us advocate for ourselves in legislation that helps control our rights, things like that. They also help educate people who may not necessarily be a part of the LGBTQ community, but have friends or family who are looking to just learn more about the community itself and how to advocate for the people they care about. The Trevor Project also has certain resources available on their website at all times, so if you ever have any questions, are unsure about what certain things mean, where you can find resources, you can go to their website and they link a whole bunch of different organizations. A lot of them are local and you can find particularly where you live and what kind of resources you have available to you as well. Throughout this month, Off the Beaten Quest is trying to raise $250 for the Trevor Project as small creators, and if we reach that goal, we would like to boost that as much as we can, so we rely on you guys for that support to come out and help the LGBTQ+ community. We will be fundraising throughout the entirety of June, so at any time throughout this month, you can throw in a donation our way. And if you cannot donate, you can look for resources on the Trevor Project site as well for how to advocate for those in the community as well. Thank you so much.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Well, now that you're here, just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us on this journey so far with us here at Off the Beaten Quest. You're going to start noticing a lot of new things on our Twitch channel now that we are affiliate. You will see a lot of cool emotes designed by our very own Caroline, as well as a lot of other things that we do have in the works. Definitely hit that follow button, or maybe even subscribe so we can bring you a lot more. And do remember, if you are an Amazon Prime member, you can use your 1 month free sub. If you're watching on YouTube, consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification button so the YouTube algorithm gods will share this video with a lot of other people like you. Thank you so much again. My name is Justin Fussell. I am the Game Master for Off the Beaten Quest. Outside of being the Game Master, I do a lot of writing, world building, filmmaking. Me and my wife, we run Imagistorm Productions together. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun just incorporating a lot of the world building and writing that I do into this, building this campaign overall. It's been really interesting to kind of take the filmmaking background and kind of apply it to being a game master, because essentially a lot of like the players are the actors and you're setting scenes and you kind of just let them freeform in the space versus just any like preconceived dialogue. So it's a lot of fun just to kind of see, you put the situations in their hands and just kind of see what they come up with. I enjoy playing D&D with this group because they're like my found family. It's been, I love everybody that sits at this table. It's been a lot of fun to just be able to kind of build this world with them together. A lot of the way I incorporate this with a lot of the players and the story and stuff has been a lot of collaboration, seeing how their stories intertwine with what I have planned and vice versa. It's going to be a very interesting to see how the people receive everybody. Everybody's got its own different flair, and the way that this team is made up of very colorful characters, I think everybody's going to love them. They're going to find something to laugh with and have fun with, and it's going to be really good. In the campaign, I play a lot of the different NPCs, of course, but the main one that I play is Jax. He's a fighter monk druid, and he came from a tribe of changelings that existed in the Fey realm and kind of had some backstories with different things and different interconnected characters. He's become a love interest and boyfriend of Hira's character. And if you want to know more about Jax's backstory and kind of how it's interconnected with the whole story, you can always check out the prologue. I chose to do a homebrew setting versus an existing campaign just because it was something where I could kind of really just expand and create a universe. I wanted to have something that I can build upon. I honestly like to be able to throw twists and stuff at the players. I think that's the biggest thing. I think it's really fun. There's a lot of ideas of what's going to happen, where things are going to go. Just as much as they can improv in a setting, I can do the same, and it kind of allows for a lot of really good back and forth. Definitely, if you've checked the prologue, there's some things that happen in episode 62 that is a little bit of an Easter egg that even the players haven't figured out yet, which has been really nice. But it's going to come back around eventually, and it's going to be a really big aha moment. But I think that's one of the biggest things to look out for. It'll be a very blink and you'll miss it kind of moment. But other than that, just being really on the lookout for a lot of just the backstory and the things that how this is going to be building up to as we get into the next arc of the campaign. So they can find us on any of the major podcasting platforms, as well as our social medias and Twitch and our YouTube.
My name is Allie Goodell, and I am part of the filmmaking team on this podcast. I record all of the video for the intro, for us playing, things like that. I went to college for film, and I'm actually very interested in getting to do more with that. So this is a really good experience for me to start experimenting with my film cameras and all the equipment that I have. I feel like at first, when I started with this project, there was a lot of push and pull because I, as a person, like to hover and be involved with everything. So trying to work as a team has been very much a learning experience and learning when to step back and put myself in. So it's been interesting figuring out the dynamic, but I'm having a really good time, and learning how to do this all for the first time, really putting together a podcast, has been fun and interesting. I really like playing D&D with this group because it's not just playing D&D. I feel like I'm part of a big family. Every time that we play, we have a dinner together and we kind of just hang out a little bit, and we have a little break session and we get little desserts, and it's just like, you know, hanging out with mom and dad and the siblings. Allie F and Justin F are kind of the mom and dad of the group, and I love them so much, and I have a great time with everyone. It just really feels like a family here. I feel like this campaign has very great homebrew essences. I feel like they would love Bountifolia especially. That's one of the most interesting islands we've been to so far. I feel like there's a lot of life to this campaign and the world building, and I think people are going to be very interested in what kinds of different places and NPCs that Justin creates for the campaign. You can find us at Off the Beaten Quest on all podcast platforms, as well as Twitch and YouTube, and you can also find us on our social medias.
Hi, I'm Allie Fussell. I am doing all of the marketing, project management, keeping everyone on track to get Off the Beaten Quest out into the world. For me, I got to work again with my amazing husband on this project. He is the world builder in this incredible world, so being able to work closely with him to bring his vision out to the world, in addition to being able to collaborate with our friends, it's been such a fun project for me, and also being able to flex all of my skills that I have from my day job in this as well, to push this project out has been a lot of fun. Honestly, one of the things that is the most fun about it is hosting everyone every week. We do play in our home, and one of my favorite things is being able to make dinner and also bake something from scratch for our players every week, and just having that time with them before and during our breaks during sessions as well. And also, these people are friends. They are my closest friends. So being able to have this experience with them, not only just playing the game, but also being able to share it with the world, has been absolutely amazing. I think the audience is going to really enjoy the campaign. It has all of the classic elements of a D&D campaign with our own spin, with our diverse cast of characters. You can find us on all major podcast streaming platforms, in addition to YouTube and Twitch, and all social media, which is linked in the caption right down here.
Hi, my name is Caroline Daher, and I am the in-house artist for the podcast. Outside of being a player, I like long walks on the beach and chasing waterfalls, but in reality, I'm a student for psychobiology, which is just a big fancy word for saying I like how thoughts and emotions are combined with how our bodies work in our body's biology. It's been wonderful finding my place in the team just by doing their character art or proof checking some of the episodes before they release, and I'm really excited to kind of continue to grow with them and be where they need me to be, and for the extra opportunities to do even more artistic things. What I enjoy most about playing D&D with this group, and just the whole dynamic in general, is that Justin, our DM, puts so much thought and care into creating this adventure for us. I think he genuinely gets a kick out of keeping us on our toes, and I love seeing that, not only for myself as a player, but for everyone else that is a player in the campaign as well. Allie F is kind of like the anchor of the group. She is the one that makes us food and has little treats, and then she also kind of makes everyone feel comfortable coming into this space because they're hosting us in their home. And I know it's a little cliche to say it's like a family, but it really is like a family, and that's, I think, what makes it so special. As far as what the audience is going to think about the campaign, I feel that they're going to love it because it has the perfect balance of drama and humor and sadness, and it's just so balanced that there's nothing that anyone could dislike. You can find us here on all major podcasting platforms as well as YouTube and Twitch, and check out our socials linked below.
Hello, my name is Sarah Matlack. I'm kind of a flex role, and so I kind of jump from task to task, just wherever people need me, I'm there. It's been a lot of fun getting to work with everyone from various different backgrounds and personalities too. Getting to come together and create something magical, I feel like is rare nowadays, especially with this much inspiration that just comes from each other, and we get to kind of almost feed off of each other and kind of help each other out in that way, which is a lot of fun. I love the bits and how they keep circling back with basically every session. There's a couple that Lukiel and Dawn do throughout the sessions, and the bits, just the absolute laughter that comes with this group is what keeps me coming back. I think they're gonna have an absolute blast. Again, going back to the bits and the total chaos that comes from this group, it honestly surprises me every time, which is hard to do. You can find us on all major podcasting platforms, including our Twitch, YouTube, and other social medias.
All right. And we are back. All right. So you all have kind of free reign of Swamptree. Now that you've stabled up the horses, you guys can kind of go and wherever you like. And everybody jump at once.
Did we want to go to the market?
Yes.
Kind of guide, maybe?
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so right.
Okay.
To the market.
Okay. So we're going to the market. All right.
To the market.
All right. So you head over. Essentially, it's kind of the same situation. You kind of need to take one of those like kind of trams that go across. This one's a little bit smaller. Essentially, this is more of like kind of like a person carrier. Pulling up the description now. So there's kind of as you kind of get on this tram, there's like this is kind of almost like it's centered in the water itself. So there's dozens of kind of stilted stalls kind of like above this like kind of murky dark water. There is a lot of kind of different like painted like names and runes and different stuff like of like the names and different things. You see vendors kind of selling different fruits and swamp like affiliated like animal like pelts and things, different fruits that like are more local to this area, different like same with the foliage and fauna like the reeds and different things, and yeah, so you're just like perusing the market, I guess.
Do you want to find a journal first?
Yes.
You were very excited. You weren't even there for the conversation.
All right.
It's just big brain.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Looking for like
I didn't know that
a journalist. Like
I was
some
gonna say.
stationery.
bound parchment was that exciting.
Yeah, but we talked it. You're right. I forgot for a second.
I'm going to look for like a stationary place.
Okay.
Aaron's gonna go with her.
There's essentially, yeah, like this marketplace is, I want to say there's maybe like a total of like 15 to 20 stalls at most, right? Like it's not massive. This is like very equivalency of like a farmer's market like size kind of thing. It's not like
A local farmer's market, not like a big.
Yeah, again, this is way different than Luere versus like as far as it's very rustic. This isn't a place of like imported trade. This is very much like, again, these are people like these are their places of business. This is how they like make a living. And so you find the place that would have like paper and parchment, things like that. It's made from a lot of the like locals, like trees that are around here. And you essentially you approach, and this is a kind of grung, like older grung woman. And she says, "Hello, what can I do for you?"
Hi, I'm looking for a journal and maybe like a bunch of kind of loose scroll paper, some ink.
Yes, I mean, we sell like different papers and some things that are bound into like a notebook and things like that.
Yeah, I'll take a notebook, please, and then also some scroll paper and some ink, please.
Do you have anything to trade?
Oh, okay. Let's see. Gosh, this brings me back. You know, they traded a lot more in the Feywild, so, let's see, what do I got?
Ira has the shield she was given in Port of Mar that she's never used and just takes up space in her pack.
Oh.
That she could trade.
Going to.
Oh, you need to find someone for the.
Oh, well,
That's
that's a
the
different
other
shield.
shield,
This is
yeah,
a different
yeah.
shield. This is the one.
Well, yeah, but
Did Roman have the shields made?
I think maybe Roman got everybody the shields. I think in there.
I have some fishing equipment.
Okay, yeah, I could probably use some of that. That would come in handy, And she like looks around at like all the water that's kind of surrounding everything. So you kind of pull it out of your packet and trade. And she's like, "Oh, okay. I mean, as far as just a quill and a notebook, this is very valuable. If there's anything else, I can."
Do you need anything, Ira?
Does this help? And she holds out the shield.
Oh, I think what I gave her was already like more than.
Is that the case?
Yeah, she's saying that essentially.
Oh.
The fishing equipment
I got it
she
backwards.
gave.
I got it backwards.
Yeah.
What else she got?
It's like paying like a platinum for a bunch of paper. So essentially, it's like very much like, what are you gonna?
I mean, I guess Ira could get a notebook too.
Oh, okay, two notebooks. All right.
Do you have some well, no, I don't need those. I was gonna ask for some nail trimmers for Stella, but it's kind of good to have her have longer nails,
So this is like a stationary stall. So it's like,
That's why I was like, I don't know what else they have.
Ooh, I could get some colored pens.
Do you have like melting wax for like seals and things, or is it you just?
And she kind of looks through a couple different some different kind of crates and stuff that are underneath her stall, and she's like, yeah, I think of some wax here, and she kind of puts them out, and so you get some of those.
Ira, what if I made a symbol for Flossidus, like an insignia?
I think that's a perfect way to use this. Look, you gotta start.
As soon as you said that, I looked at Caroline. It's like, all right, add it to the list.
You gotta start the branding somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, if you got any
Purple wax. Because I feel like the veiled one and Flossidus have similar color schemes.
Veiled one's all
It's blue. It's a dark blue, yeah.
Yeah, because Flossidus is the
Flossidus
night
is
sky.
a lot of purples.
So it's
and
purpley blue. Purple.
Ooh.
Well, I guess some purples. Some dark purples.
Yeah.
Wax.
So she only has two colors, white and black.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Whatever she has.
Not the Walmart of stationery stalls, unfortunately.
Understandable.
So yeah, so you kind of get that, and she says, yeah. So and she kind of hands you two a white stick and a black stick of a wax. And it's not like your traditional white candle wax that would just
it's proper
clear. It has a little bit of like a shimmery white to it. Essentially, it's designed to do this. I unfortunately don't have any stamp like seals. I guess if you guys have your own,
I have one, and she's alluding to the Marian ring.
Yeah.
But do you have any like envelopes?
We could also make envelopes
That's true.
with the
I
parchment.
could give you some loose paper to make some if that helps.
I'm just trying to balance out the trade.
So, I mean, you're getting close. You know, if anything, we're almost about square. Yeah.
Is there anything that you've had with you for a while that you'd like to offload?
Not really. You know.
Trying to cut to the chase here.
Eliana, can I get some ink too?
Okay.
Okay, a well of ink. All right, you know.
All right.
Is there any specific color?
Let me guess. You have black and white.
No, and she like
White
pulls up
ink
like
would be
this, like
cool.
what looks like a flute of different a flight of different colors. Yeah, you'd be surprised at some of the inks you can make out of the insects around here. I tell you what.
Ooh, that's cool.
And there's like there's like a kind of like a teal blue, like a deep red, like some kind of like purple, orange, yellow, amidst like of course like the traditional like black and dark blue.
Do you want to get the purple and use that to design your Flossidus
Yeah.
seal?
Sable, what colors do you think represents me the best?
So you look at a red.
No, probably gold.
Whoa.
Do you have gold?
No.
No, I'm sorry.
I have yellow.
Do like an orange? You can make some.
I'm
orange
sure
in
if you have some glitter, or you could put it in the yellow, and it maybe makes it gold. I don't know.
That's really smart thinking. But no. Whatever color you want. It's a lot of pressure for me to pick. I want you to like it for like a long time.
So much pressure. Do it. Why not red?
Or blue
I
like
was
your
gonna say,
eyes.
I don't want to pick a color because I don't want anyone to think that they're not my favorite.
What color should I get then, Nira? Or Eliana? I don't care. Do what y'all pick for me and don't tell me.
Go orange.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, that about
Verity hates
squares us
orange.
up. You know, and I appreciate unless
Nice.
there's anything else you guys can trade. I unfortunately don't have any use for the shield. Don't see I'm not in my combat days anymore.
Anymore?
You know, I'm not that age. I don't pick fights.
Did you at one time though?
No,
Oh. Okay.
there's not much of a story there. I'm sorry.
Before
That's
we go
okay.
though,
Some people are just homebodies. That's okay.
we got here through the creepy forest. And I was just wondering if you knew where we could hire a guide.
I mean, your best bet's probably Balrin. He's typically he's, you know, we highly recommend him. He's very revered, and he's got a lot of certainty to the forest, and finds trails even when the marsh spirits forget. It's a little expensive, but he's effective.
Okay, I appreciate that.
He should be around here somewhere. And
Can
as
you describe what he looks like so we can find him?
he's silver-haired fellow, pointed ears, but they're kind of notched in a way. It's kind of like that's kind of an easy way to discern him from other different people. Bit of an older fellow.
Allie knows.
Yeah, me and Allie are making eye contact because this is a hint from
Long time ago.
a long time ago.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
you had
Clipped
clipped
ears.
ears a long, long time ago.
You were
but not-
there for that?
So not
Yes.
clipped. There's like notched like a cat. Like
Mm.
Oh, okay. So
it's
we
just
were
like
reading
a little
into
like
it.
yeah, you're reading into it farther too far. It's kind of like a little notch in the ears. Like it's not.
We
Like
got it.
Ellie's?
Yeah, like
Ellie's little notch?
And she like looks over the fishing equipment as she kind of like finalizes like the trade, and she's like kind of like she looks very like eager and impressed with the fishing equipment, and she kind of is like, "See, Seamus, I'll be coming for your stall soon." She kind of like points over at some guy, and he's like, "Ah."
Yeah, you tell him.
So yeah, so you're looking for that gentleman. She kind of is gonna go around about the market.
Anyone else need anything? Dear, do you need anything?
No.
Need any more tools to make you stronger than you already are? Damn near killing Verity last night for fun?
And he like looks at Verity. He's like, "No, I'm good."
Thanks, Jax.
Look, if you're around too, just let me know.
I'd rather not. Do you think there's any sending services around?
I
You
mean,
have a sending stone?
there's not really anything like that around here.
Purposely ignores you.
It's pretty low key around here. You know, there's not much. We have our own magics with the swamps and stuff like that, but nothing of that kind of nature.
How powerful is
Like swamp magic,
Yeah.
not enough to do what I think you're gonna do, but you know,
What do you think she's gonna do?
I don't know. She said sending. She wants to send a message. Like it's not like that. I don't think it's about like the nature and the ways of the swamps. I mean, you're definitely getting the vibe that she's kind of a little bit of an old, like kind of like a crone, and
Yeah.
you know.
Well, thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
Verity purposely doesn't make eye contact with Ira.
What did I do?
Because you mentioned the sending stone, that's why.
Yeah, I know, but she's like, "What? You do have one. What did I do?"
Okay, so
Are you okay, Sable?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need anything?
Nope. She said that the guy was going to be a little pricey, so I don't want to spend anything until I know that we can cover our guide.
fair enough.
Seems like
Frugal.
they do a lot in trade here, so you have stuff on you, right?
I got like a blanket.
You probably need that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say go ahead and do like a perception check. You guys can do it as a group to try to see if you can find this guy around here. Natural 20 for Jack.
Natural one.
Natural 1.
12.
12,
I rolled a 2.
21.
21.
21.
This
And
is the
Jack's-
episode 21.
Jack's got a 28.
Nice.
A natural 20. So essentially like we're the ones able to like look. It's like, oh, he's over there. So you essentially see him kind of like at like one of like the fruit stands and stuff like that, kind of bartering for like some like fresh fruit and stuff. What do you say as you approach?
So that would be Sable, because Sable's the only one that's clocked him of the like
Nope,
PCs.
Jack's
Yeah.
good too.
Well, the two of us would be leading
Oh.
you
Mhm.
all to him, essentially. Like, oh, he's over here, guys.
You got it there, Chief.
Hi. And she's going to tap his little shoulder.
I love how confident you were when you came up to us, and now you're like, hey.
Hello, what can I do for you?
We were told that you are a I forgot the word I was going to use. But
Endowed.
Oh, no.
Really?
I forgot what that word means until I said it out loud. You have Google in front of you, dear.
It's not what I think you meant it to be.
It's not. It's not. That's what I was trying not to say. Revered?
There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
Bonk.
You're so red. It was my accident, too.
All right, so now we have episode 80's clips.
Guide. And we are looking to go to the flying place called
AAA.
the AAA.
Well, yes. But I will say, getting through that part of this bog marsh is a bit tricky. You were wise to seek me out when you did. The region is it's a very fog-choked region. It's a lot of treacherous routes, collapsed causeways. It's a lot of illusions that can warp the wetlands and the mind.
Can I insight check him?
Me too.
Sure.
He's just talking very mysterious.
Yes.
He's quiet and polite, like, God bless.
23.
We're paranoid.
18.
We've been through shit.
So 23,
And
18.
18.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Nothing. Did you roll?
13.
13.
I didn't roll.
You didn't roll. I didn't roll. I mean, seems to be on the up and up.
You said that, though, about the other guy in Luare.
You did. And I was sus on him the whole time.
Okay.
Things can change.
We have trust issues now.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
As he continues.
Mhm.
The rumor is that the fog will make you see things if you're in it for too long. Very similar to that of a mirage in a desert.
We may have experienced a couple of those last night.
Oh,
Are they
yes.
dangerous?
Not unless you navigate it properly. A lot of times the swamp will get you disoriented and kind of you'll end up in a situation you do not want to be in.
What are your going rates to get us from here to there?
As long as everything goes smoothly, I'd probably just 5 to 10 gold a person, depending on the treachery. If we get stuck in a situation, I mean, it could get difficult, and that does come at a bit of a price for my expertise, but I'll get you there safely.
I would like to know your rates pending the situations prior to our heading out so we can ensure that we can settle the bill at the end.
I mean, it depends on who I have to save.
Mm.
If it's one, then it's probably would just be the one upcharge, but if it's for all of you, then,
But what is the upcharge?
like I said, it depends.
We've had people try to charge us like 10 gold for a room because we look fancy. So
This
I
is
mean,
true.
you're more than welcome to brave the paths on your own, but
I do have some spells that I can prepare for tomorrow that can help with like pushing wind away.
good luck with that.
I
It
really
doesn't work as much as you think it will.
So people have tried magic to push the wind before.
Yes. There's a lot of very much the causeways and the things that are around here. There's a lot of Bogmarsh resides in a lot of ley lines. That's
Bogmarsh.
that's the continent we're on.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just the city
And
is.
given the vibe, you guys are definitely not from around here. I
No.
don't.
would you be available to do this in like the near future, like
Next
tomorrow?
couple of days.
I mean, we could leave as soon as this afternoon if that's necessary. Don't have much people needing to go that way right now. I mean,
If you came along, would me having wind-based spells help you?
no.
Okay. I thought I'd try.
Look, 10 points for the honesty.
Fair enough.
Do you have your... Because we have horses. Would those be okay, or do we have to travel by foot with this path?
The horses should be all right, given you just follow my lead. Just, stay on the path that I set, and you should be fine.
Okay. I suppose.
Okay, are we staying the night here, or are we leaving like ASAP as soon as possible?
What time is it?
At this moment, it's, I guess, like the equivalency of like probably 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Feels like a kind of suspicious business deal that they're not disclosing their prices.
Well, he said 5 to 10
I trust him.
gold a person, but yeah, I'm
Oh,
confused on the incidental
yeah.
charge.
Well, we're strong.
Are we?
Well.
As I said, if you follow my instructions, you should be fine. There shouldn't be really any need for that.
I mean, we have Eliana. She took down a god.
I was given god powers, to be fair. I was not just
Look,
myself.
maybe you will again.
You all are so very casually speaking of all this.
Yep. They're all like, these people are fucking insane.
I'm trying to use that as intimidation to like not. Don't mess with us.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he intimidated by that?
You can roll for intimidation.
I would love to roll for intimidation. Where's the... Gotta unlock my... I never use intimidation. 24.
Ooh.
I mean, he's intimidated, but he's not like shooken by it. Shaken.
He's probably impressed. He's like, whoa, wait a second.
So I kind of want to stay in a bed tonight.
You don't like my hammocks?
I love your hammocks. They're really, really great in a pinch, but I also want to bathe.
Yeah, I get that part.
She's such a princess.
Well,
Look who's talking.
because she likes to
Not a
bathe?
princess.
Because she likes to bathe?
I mean,
She already has a man. She doesn't have to bathe.
Whoa. So you're
All
saying
right.
I can be stinky but not.
that's not how that works. That's not at all how that works.
Sable logic.
Okay.
Wait, Jax, do you stay stinky then too? Because you have a woman?
We would
Does
like
it
to
work
leave
both ways?
tomorrow morning after breakfast. Does that work for you?
I mean, that's fine by me, as long as it's fine by your schedule, I suppose.
Where should we meet? We do need to get the horses before we head out. So where should we meet you?
Well,
They're at the vet clinic stable shindig place.
I mean, you can meet me here, I guess, or kind of by the edge of town. That should be fine.
Okay, edge of town then. I think it'd be weird to bring 5 large horses into the middle of this market. Could inconvenience everybody.
I could agree.
Yeah, I don't want to make Jerome uncomfortable.
Okay.
He just goes like, okay. Don't know who Jerome is.
So you essentially are all gonna go to what, like the tavern and inn next?
Yes.
Is there
Did we still want to learn more about the fog?
I feel like there's not much more we know.
We can ask the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Is there a blacksmith?
Hold on.
I need, she pulls
there
out of her
is.
bag. I need this fitted to my arm.
Yes, but I don't believe the Forge of Hollow Flame would be able to assist you with that. They typically specialize in a lot more swamp-based armor and weapons and things. More so for navigating marshes and things, but I don't know if
Okay.
they can help you with any, like, is like kind of looking at the size of the. It's like, I don't think they can help you with that, unfortunately.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Would you like for us to bring you anything in the morning? Blueberry muffin, a cup of coffee.
I appreciate the sentiment. That should be all right.
Okay.
What?
What?
Passing those out like nothing now.
No. We'd be bringing it from our breakfast. It wouldn't be a special thing.
Verity's thinking about to the boat when she asked for a blueberry muffin. You didn't give her one.
She didn't have one.
but okay.
She gets them from somewhere. You'll learn at the end of the campaign where she gets them from.
Okay.
He doesn't know.
I do know.
Oh.
At any rate.
Were you going to say something, Sable?
No.
No.
I guess we're heading to the tavern.
Okay, so to the tavern and inn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are we just gonna chill a day of relaxation before we? I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Spa day. Jax, you didn't go to spa day last time. Wait, you haven't been to spa day either. Is there a spa here?
Is there a spa here?
The swamp.
There's not.
Oh.
We can make one.
Hira is not getting anywhere close to inside of the swamp water.
Yeah, no.
She has standards.
Like having a spa day like in a like the same room as everyone. Like just relaxing, not what like the hot spring, okay? Not that. Not that. I'm just Sable.
Spa day is on my bucket list.
So what I'm hearing is we need to buy some cucumbers and we need to get some sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
I can cut them up with my dagger. We can have finger food.
What's your dagger got to do with finger food?
Is there a potion
Cut them into
shop?
little squares.
Yeah, cut them into little squares.
There's an herbalist shop.
Do you think they have potions?
I didn't entertain this bit last time. If that's where you're going with this.
I don't think
I'm not going anywhere with
Okay.
this.
All right. They have things that you could potentially like find out what they have if you go there.
Okay, it was just a question.
We can stop by the herbalist if you want.
It's like 2 o'clock. We
Yeah.
have plenty of time.
Okay.
Up against the cable. There. Go fuck with the door.
Precious baby.
Hissed right on camera. Look at that.
At me.
He's like, Mom.
He's been on my shit list all
He's
day.
moody.
Anyway, so you guys head to the herbalist. So you oh, there comes the other one. Right on.
Ooh.
Look at it. Look at this. Look at the little cat party.
Anyway,
Hi,
focus.
You essentially kind of go across one of these kind of ferryways, and you approach the Thread and Thorn herbalist shop. There are vines hanging kind of like curtains. There's a lot of bees buzzing around kind of glowing blossom bell flowers. The interior there's a lot of drying herbs hanging. There's some different like solutions kind of being made with different herbs. There's some like suspended root bundles and some what's known as a fungal lamp. So essentially, what is it how do you approach the person at the apothecary or?
Is a fungal lamp a mushroom lamp with a little light inside of it? Like the ones that are popular right now?
I mean, I guess. I didn't know they were popular right now, but
The glass mushroom shaped.
essentially
lamps?
it's like almost like a bioluminescent mushroom that's kind of perpetually like glowing.
I just want to say that's delightful. Yara would have one in her bedroom.
Aw. I'll go up to her
Okay.
or him or them.
You approach it. It looks like he's a normal like human. Essentially it's like he's a man. Like kind of in his early 40s. Kind of dark, kind of like seaweed colored hair. Has a lot of like layers of like green and gray. Has like a faint mark of like what looks like a tattoo of like a royal like crest on his neck. It kind of seems to be like kind of half burned.
Hi.
Is it familiar?
No,
So I can't make a perception check?
you can. So jumpy, all of you.
Well, when
Not
you
me.
point out specific details like that,
Seeds.
27.
27. It does not look like anything of like significance. If anything, it looks like one of like a swamp kingdom or something that would be a kingdom of like bogmarsh or something. No like discernible features that or anything you guys would recognize from any of the previous continents that you've been on.
My dad used to own a shop like this. Sorry, that's like such a weird introduction for me to give myself to you. I am sorry. I just get emotional.
That's quite all right. What brings all of you in here today?
So when my parents died, oh my gosh, look at me. When my parents died, I made this whole thing about how I wanted to do something crazy.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to purchase something that'll affect me for a single night.
I mean, you could just as easily go to a tavern for that.
Why?
So you want drugs?
Psychedelics?
I want a mystery potion.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Odd request, I know. I'm a little quirky.
I mean, it's, I guess it's within my wheelhouse. I'm not, I guess, yeah, I mean, dealer's choice, I suppose. I can facilitate that. Is that all you need?
Yes. Or do they have, like, you said they have dried flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have forget-me-nots?
Not in this part of the world, unfortunately.
Okay. I just have to check because Sable's scared. Okay.
Essentially, there's a lot of like hanging reeds, almost like kind of like willow tree, like bundles of like those kind of like things. There are a lot of like swamp foliage in agriculture, essentially, like that he has like kind of like hanging and drying and stuff like that.
Do they have like swampy tea?
I have herbs that you can use to make teas. Yes, there's a lot of some swamp root is typically, if as it's shaved into flakes, it could make a good tea that calms the nerves. It's kind of very equivalent to that of a chamomile, which we found is pretty lovely in this.
Ooh.
Since we don't get chamomile in this part of the world that often.
You don't.
Not in these parts. It doesn't really grow that. You know, and we here in Swamptree, kind of a bit cut off from the rest of the world, so we've kind of make do with what we need to.
Do you have any like specific stuff that grows only around here?
And he looks and he says, "Yes, there is. It's called it's essentially a lot of it's like the swamp root and stuff that he was like hinting at before." And he says, "Yes, and that's in the blossom bells here. A lot of the nectar can be because it can be infused. It's like adding honey to tea.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
that's why that's why bees typically are very drawn to it and pollinate these flowers quite often. That it kind of makes for good nests and things that they need."
Did you name them?
I did not.
Oh, okay. I just had to ask. My dad always named them.
You're welcome to name them. I don't.
Okay. I can do it mentally so you don't have to remember them all.
Fair enough.
And then she's just going to start whispering names.
To the bees outside.
Donald.
Um,
Ronan.
Do you want me to talk to them and like ask their names?
Maybe later.
Okay.
yes.
Do you? Let's just do the shopkeep. Do you have anything? We're going to be traveling to the mists. Is it north? Is it north?
Yes.
Yeah, north tomorrow.
Northeast.
Northeast tomorrow. Through the fog. Do you have anything? Potions, herbs we can put in as a tea? Anything that could help us be more resistant to the effects of the fog?
No, unfortunately, that's something we've been trying to accomplish for quite some time. That doesn't. If anything, we've gotten about as good as dispelling it from this general area, but that takes quite a lot of.
Worth a shot.
I mean, it's impressive though what you've done.
Yes, otherwise we probably wouldn't be able to get to and from without ending up in the drink.
So it's not like a magical fog,
No, it's pretty much a
It's-
natural effect, but.
but it can't be dispersed. For some
No,
reason.
for some reason, it's very potent, or as if the fauna and foliage around here are very. It's circumstantial, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll take some of your bell blossoms,
Okay.
and I'll also go around and find some stuff for like treating bruising,
Okay.
like internal like.
There's some
bruising
healing
stuff.
roots that you can
Yeah.
buy from him, yeah.
Some arnica.
Nice.
I googled it.
I actually use arnica, so that's funny.
Then you were getting your weird potion,
Yeah.
if they sell potions.
He's going to make something.
Maybe
for
some
me.
concoctions.
Mhm.
I guess a potion is a concoction. Just most potions I think of are magic potions.
So you essentially, you can get some adder's tongue, swamp lily. Those are typically used for a lot of like promotes recovery and used for healing. Yeah. So you get a couple bundles of that. Just take like 1 gold out of your inventory.
And for me,
And for you, you're going to take 5 gold out of your inventory. So he hands you like this, kind of like very bioluminescent kind of glowing, turquoise, and with like you know like the cork on the top of like the beaker and stuff, and says, and then he kind of gives you like kind of like a little pouch of tea from like the swamp root. Says, "Oh, yeah, here you go. I mean, best of luck. I you know."
I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sable, do you know how to make tea?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, if you didn't, I could teach you.
are y'all walking out?
Yeah.
I mean,
We're just kind of standing here, I guess.
Era's
Yeah.
gonna like stay behind and ask him, what can we expect that to do to her? So we are properly prepared for.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
It's a
She
mystery.
asked to make a potion to do something. I just put some stuff together.
What does it do?
I don't
Is
know.
it gonna kill her?
No.
How do you know?
I use non-lethal ingredients.
It doesn't mean that non-lethal ingredients mixed together don't become lethal.
Wow, you're actually so right.
I know.
I assure you she will be fine.
If she gets weird, I'm bringing her to you.
If I lock up for the night, I don't can't make any promises.
I will find a way. That's not a threat. It's just a promise.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. That's all I wanted.
All right.
Well, are we ready to go back to the... Oh, very...
So much has happened. And Jude just walks out.
Okay.
To the inn.
How did you learn to make tea?
Oh, I just grew up around a bunch of druids, so it was kind
Oh.
of like my whole family's druidic. Yeah. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Okay. So you guys head to the Tavern and Inn. As you kind of like you take some looking around, see if you can find it. You find the Croak and Lantern Tavern and Inn. It's a wide kind of circular structure built kind of out of like an old, large, like ancient tree stump. There's some glowing frog statues kind of marking its entrance, and there's like a thatched roof kind of layered in waterproof bark. It smells of moss and ale and smoked eels as you approach. There's a kind of a sunken in hearth with low tables. There's a lot of furniture carved from bogwood, and every wall is filled with like mud marks from past guests and different things. The kind of a stout woman with a lot of like kind of like driftwood kind of in her braids. Kind of a dwarven woman, kind of late 50s, very kind of broad and solidly built. Copper colored hair and leather kind of apron with some, you know, like kind of like tending to the thing. And she says, what can I get for you? Welcome to the Croak and Lantern.
How many rooms are we thinking?
You need some rooms.
Yeah?
Please.
How many are we looking for?
I don't know if you three are going to share or what.
We can share.
Are you sure?
I'd
I
love
can
to.
I can get my own room if you
No.
want.
Verity, we're past this.
Okay.
I know.
I just wanted to make sure.
No,
I
it's
just wanted to make
okay.
sure.
You felt a lot of guilt for what you did, and I see that you're remorseful, and I trust you.
And last time we had a sleepover, she made us little hammocks
Really?
out of webs from her.
No,
that didn't happen.
out of bed sheets.
I had a
because I
dream.
couldn't turn into a big.
I had a dream.
Because I couldn't turn into a big spider because the room was too small, and I was like, it's gonna take like 6 hours to make it as a little baby spider. So I just made it out of bed sheets instead.
And
So I guess
So-
two.
Two rooms.
2 rooms. Okay.
And then you have food here, right?
Of course we do. Yes.
Cool. We need some. Can I order here or do I go there? And
I mean, you can put your order in with me. Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet. We need some cucumbers and some sandwiches.
I don't have any cucumbers here. That's
This isn't a cucumber type, like, region of the.
Do you have rice?
Ooh.
Bless you, ma'am.
Or salt.
You have what?
Rice. Because like
Rice?
it's like swampy, so like is
Yeah,
it rice
there's-
grown in like
There's rice here. Yeah.
it's I know it's not a cucumber, but like
And it smelled like eel.
Yes.
So there's sushi.
Wait.
There was smoked eel, is what you could smell when you approached. Yeah.
What was that? Look at her in despair. And he's like,
Smoked eel sandwiches.
what are those things called? I know. Ira does not remember. What are those that we had them in Bountifolia, the little triangles of like rice that had stuff in the inside?
onigiri.
Yeah, is that what they called it in Bountifolia? Because we could get some smoked eel inside the little rice, and that could be really good. Yummy.
Sure. I don't remember
Okay.
off the top of my head right now.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
It's the actual. That's like the IRL.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
I took Japanese for 4 years in high school, but I don't remember any of it.
That's
so.
me with German. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can make a little feast. We can make our own little.
Can we get a bunch of just like individual ingredients?
Sure.
It's like a bunch
You
of
know,
rice, a bunch of smoked eel, a bunch of like.
Could facilitate whatever you like. Yeah. You know.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. I'll send it up to your rooms. You going to be in
We'll
one
be
or
in
the
their
other,
room.
or-
We'll be in
all
their
right.
room, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank
Name's
you very much.
Corella if you need anything.
Corella. Awesome. Thank you. I like your little driftwood accessories in your hair.
Thanks. I like your leaves.
Thanks. I love seeing nature like incorporated into a look.
So you head up to your room.
Yes.
Oh, your flitter's out. His box.
Okay. After a short while, she brings up like whatever you guys had asked for.
So I know there probably isn't a bath well that's big enough for all of us. So what if we did like pedicures?
Ooh. No, say what's that?
No, I'd love that. What are pedicures?
Yeah. Give your feet like
To fish?
No.
No.
You give your feet a little nice treatment and you paint your toes.
With what? Like bugs?
You could use they use bugs for ink. I mean, you could probably make like a good mash of polish with bugs.
Yeah, it's like nail polish. I don't have any on me though, so I don't know how we would.
Verity gets out the ink that
Yeah.
she got.
I got you orange.
Do it? That would. Who wants some orange toenails?
Do you think it would
paint
blend
your
in
nails?
with the
Because I'm all orange already.
You can certainly try.
We've asked for worse.
I don't know about that, but okay. This is the more nichest request I think I've gotten in this campaign. To be quite fair,
I'll start filling up
to
like
take ink from an inkwell and paint somebody's toenails with it.
Think of it like a highlighter. Like you colored your nails before the highlighter.
Oh, yes, and I got this cool potion for all of us to drink.
All of us.
Yeah, if we want
I
to.
kind of want to try it.
I told him to make it a mystery.
I'll be sober for this.
You can be like our guide for the potion experience.
What? I don't know anything about
Guys.
potions. What?
I could mash up some berries that I use to feed Stella, and I could make it like a mush paint to put on her toenails.
Okay.
That would probably be more natural.
It might be better. It might stick more. It might be better. Anyway, I'm gonna fill up this bucket with hot water.
Who's all drinking this potion with me?
Me.
Jax? Eliana?
Jax, are you up for a little shenanigans?
No.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Ira!
No. I don't
Why?
drink things. I don't know what they are.
But that's the fun of it.
No.
Ira, open your mind.
Valid. The answer's still no.
Valid. Okay.
But like, if Jax doesn't do it, then you have a protector overnight.
Hey, don't pressure her into it.
Okay, you're right.
I was to drink.
Are you guys gonna drink this?
Yep.
So the two of you are gonna drink this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Okay.
fun.
Mark it off my list.
So you both drink this?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You lose all of your spell slots for this. Every single one of them.
Well, we're taking a rest. It's okay. As long as nothing happens. In the
And-
night. Oh, there's another. There and
And there are multiple components.
Oh, that doesn't count. You guys can already do that.
Is it like a high effect?
Let's see. Do.
I don't like that.
You both switch to the opposite gender.
Wow.
Can we tell?
Very visibly so, I would think.
oh my
You both-
god.
Oh my god. Am I hot?
Am I hot?
Are we hot?
And you grow goat horns from the sides of your head.
I'm just like you.
You're just like me. Wait, what happens? Just so I hear it correctly.
So they now have lost all of their magic,
Okay.
turned into men, and have goat horns in the sides of their heads.
Okay. I thought you said I thought you said corn for a second. I was like, I have burning hands. We can make popcorn. No. Okay.
I feel a disconnect to the world again.
I really want to know, knowing how cute Eliana is, what your male form would look like.
Am I like an e-boy? Oh, he's rolling.
I mean, you can describe this, I guess.
I feel like it's really short hair, like layered short hair, but like it's like a brown. It's not like with like some leaves dispersed in. And I feel like he's shaped like a V.
Stop at me.
Okay. Skipped leg day, I guess.
Sable probably looks like her dad.
Oh,
So like brown, curly hair that's kind of pushed to the side, and he's like a big bulky guy.
you know when I
Oh no, what if we have to pee?
whoa. Oh,
Of course, that's the...
we'll figure it out.
We got this.
Y'all sound very different.
Yeah.
I'm a guy.
We're terrible. We just lowered our fucking voices. That's literally all we did.
Oh my god.
You know, this isn't as different
Okay.
as you would think it would be. Like,
Are you guys still down?
So, keep going. Sorry.
Are you guys still down for pedicures? Or are you guys more?
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess guys literally.
yeah.
So this effect kind of goes on for a few minutes.
Okay.
And then your skin begins to harden at an alarming rate.
Whoa.
And you are turned to stone
Oh,
for 2 hours.
Ira.
You both are now 2 stone statues sitting in this room.
Stella's like freaking the fuck out.
When
She's like,
when Sable noticed she was turning to stone, she tried to sit in a pose. So that it would stay, like, we're
Ira.
stoned for 2 hours.
They turn to stone. Above
And-
table for 2
and-
hours.
While they're in stone, this essentially because this would be your skin color, so it's just that the rock that you're made out of starts to change colors. Just random colors. So essentially it's like cycling through like colors like you would see like an LED
do we
light.
got an
Switch
we got an
colors.
RGB computer
Brave.
lens.
So you two, Ira, well, a 3, Ira, Jackson, Verity have these 2 human-sized party lanterns for 2 hours made of stone.
Just in a club.
This is a decision roll. Okay, this is not.
And they're also in stone in their male forms, by the way. So that's like.
Yeah.
It's a decision roll. Okay, I am gonna go over to Sable's pack and look at her tarot cards.
You never touch a woman's tarot deck.
Ira doesn't know that.
I mean, you look through the tarot cards.
I just want to get a vibe. I just want to look at them. I don't want to do anything to them.
Ira, what are you?
Make
what are
a
you
Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
19.
You essentially like you pick them up and you're like flipping through them. After a few, you kind of get like a large like paper cut.
Oh.
For one of the cards on your fingers.
God. Okay. Fine. Jeez. And she like goes to put them down, but like is really careful. She doesn't get like her blood on them.
Yeah.
Fuck. Then she does her lay on hands to close the.
Okay.
One got hurt. We can use the other one's power to heal me.
Stella's like running circles around Eliana.
Jax.
Does anyone have calm emotions to cast on Stella? Everything's gonna be okay. She'll be fine.
Jax, we can use the ink and we can draw on their faces.
Drawing directly on the stone might be. Well, I guess it's ink.
It is ink.
Yeah, it's not like a
You
pen.
get Sable, I'll get Eliana.
Okay, go ahead and roll for sleight of hand.
Wait, what are we gonna
Oh,
do?
man.
We're like,
What are we gonna do? You're
no,
so
this
right.
is to see how well we draw.
Oh, performance
Yeah, go for performance.
6.
Mine was a natural 1.
Nice.
So each like tries to draw like stuff on the face, and it's just like a bunch of like weird lines.
He like gets too much ink, and there's like a huge ink
It's just-
slot in like
yeah,
one
it's like ink tears.
Verity tries drawing like little hearts around Eliana's face, and then tries to give her like a little like a mole that you see in like all those like
but they don't look like hearts.
no
No.
What would it look like?
something else. Bonk.
Something else.
Like what?
just something else.
Tries to draw hearts, but they're just triangles. All right, so he tries it again for performance, and he gets a dirty 21. And essentially, like, he kind of like
Dirty.
a dirty 21. So it's 19 plus 2.
You can't have a natural 21 though.
Technically,
Oh
you
yeah,
can.
with your 21 die, you're right.
Technically, I
21.
can. He essentially like just cuts his losses and just like essentially takes the orange paint and just like kind of like does like one of those like half face masks, like so it goes like the whole half of her face. It's orange.
Plays Phantom music.
The fan.
Okay.
And remember that I'm in my male pose, literally doing this. I got.
Are you
frozen.
smiling too?
Oh yeah.
And Jax will take essentially like one of the like he kind of like whatever like takes one of like the pieces of eel and like puts it in between the fingers. So it's just
Oh my goodness. Sable's a vegetarian. She's gonna hate that.
Gosh, me.
Oh my god.
try to resurrect the eel.
Aw.
After it's been cooked?
Aw.
Aw. So yeah, I mean they're like this for 2 hours, so you two can do whatever.
I mean, Ira's here too. You know.
That's
you
what I
wanna-
mean. Verity and
Wait.
Ira.
What about Jax? He's there.
Yeah,
present.
we can
Yeah.
do whatever.
Ira, who do you think did better, Jax or I? I know it doesn't look like it, but it's hearts. And then that thing.
What? What? What?
Is he rolling for what happens next?
That would be a yes.
So while you're in this stone form, you are having horrific hallucinations of demons coming after you for 4 hours, and you are under the effect of fear. So for 2 hours, you can't do anything.
Terrifying.
That's awful for Eliana.
We're having a bad trip.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah, you guys are having a bad trip.
Maybe Sable will learn her lesson.
Nope.
Well, like Eliana said, you gotta experiment to know what they do.
It was fun for a little bit.
You even know what's in it, though? Did he tell you?
No.
No, you didn't tell them what's in it.
No noises can be heard from us, right?
No,
So
yeah.
we're just sitting in silence, terrified.
And
Our stone fingers are like shaking a little bit.
there's
just
one
one
last
tear.
effect that will happen once everything's done.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah, what do we do for 2 hours? I guess until they thaw out.
I mean, how much of that time was used drawing on them?
I'd say 30, 45 minutes.
We could eat.
We just eat from.
Yeah, we just eat while.
Just make sure you leave some. Don't eat everything.
That's fair. That's fair. Man, have you ever wondered what's going on inside there?
You just see in their stone forms a tear runs down the stone.
But it's like a pebble, like a
Yeah,
pebble
it's
forms, and it like goes. Our faces are slowly transformed from smiles to
The fear.
By the end of the 2 hours, you look like the angels from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
So with a 12 performance, he's just kind of seeing whatever he can balance on
Nice.
Sable's fingertips. So he's lays something over the top of it and then starts just trying to balance a bunch of stuff.
Guy.
Do you think?
What pose were you in?
I don't know. I feel like she was just he was vibing.
He was
just sitting there.
Okay.
Yeah, so not very.
He's in the ankle across the knee,
Yeah.
dominant male, pick up as much space as possible. Kinda.
Man spreading?
Not that, but the ankle on the knee,
Yeah.
on the opposite knee.
Oh, I see what you're
I'll
saying.
tell you right
Yeah.
now, your clothes stayed the same. Your forms changed.
Yes, male Sable in that little skirt.
She's in a skirt too.
Little skirt. I feel like Eliana would still be a Femi boy.
Not Sable.
Not Sable. Okay. So the 2 hours ends up kind of going on, and you guys kind of regain your motion and everything.
Eliana's boy name is Eli.
Okay.
He's that's nice.
So essentially, you still have 2 hours of the fear.
Still 2 hours.
Well,
No
it's-
time has passed.
2 hours of solidified, and it was 4 hours of
Yeah.
the demon's hallucination. So you still have 2 more hours of that to go.
Oh, can we not do something to counteract that?
We just come back and we're screaming.
Yeah, they're just screaming in the middle of this room.
Why did you let me do this? Ira grabs pillows off the bed and throws it at both of them and tells them to yell into the pillows.
Okay.
I back into the corner like I'm being chased by the demons.
I'm gonna snuggle up to you. Yeah, we're the only things that are safe.
Jax is gonna put food in front of you guys, and you guys are slowly screaming and eating the.
Farady's gonna cast a suggestion.
Okay.
I can do it a second level
Okay.
for both of them because I have 2 warlock packs. Calm down.
Do we calm down?
You have to roll for what is it wisdom? I think. Big
Wisdom 15.
Can I willingly fail it?
Yeah, I guess.
I'll willingly
Failing it is good?
fail it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll willingly fail it.
It means you actually calm down.
Nice.
Do we still see the demons? They just look chill now.
I mean, you see the demons. You guys are just kind of
Hey.
"What's up, bro?"
Are we still men?
Yeah.
Cool.
By the way, this only lasts for Actually, if I remain in concentration up to 8 hours, so you're good for the remaining.
What do you think they're doing over there? I'm looking at the demons.
What are you looking at?
You not see the demons?
No.
Really?
Wait, do.
What?
Okay.
I don't like this. This is weird.
Maybe they're the demons inside ourselves.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, that's deep, dude.
Maybe you should approach them and get
Not
to
gonna
know
lie,
them.
this table that I found that has these like different potion effects. Some of these are real great. One of them is like you lose your reflection permanently.
Permanently. No.
He instantly teleported to the nearest body of water. You suddenly forget the last language you spoke for 1d4 days.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Damn, that was a fucking inexpensive potion. For how much shit it does.
So the fear thing ends. You essentially go back to your normal forms. But the last lingering effect, so it's kind of like almost like an aftertaste, but it kind of just like thoroughblood until it gets out of your bloodstream. You cannot tell a lie for 3 days.
Let's
3
go.
days.
Oh my god.
We're gonna forget about that so much, and
I'm
we're gonna
writing
have
that
to
down.
yeah, someone's gonna have to remind us.
3
Not that
days.
Eliana really lies.
Yeah,
that
I'm not
much,
worried about Eliana.
So
It was 1d4 days, so I rolled a 3.
You said for 3 days?
Yep.
And that means to like shopkeepers and stuff like that too, like to no one. Okay.
Friends, family.
Oh, we're going to
shopkeepers,
triple A.
I know.
That's gonna be
people.
fun.
The guide.
Are they still in their like?
No,
No,
they're
we're
back to
females.
normal. They're back to normal. They just have this like lingering kind of like 3-day
Are we
hangover
aware?
of being able. I mean, you could
That we can't lie.
cognizantly eventually figure out that you can't lie. It's like
How are you feeling, Sable?
liar with Jim Carrey. It's just like you try to tell a lie, but you can't.
Do you think you want to do that again, Sable?
No.
Like, ever again?
Well, I have to do it again.
Do you?
Yeah.
You have choice.
I don't. It's fate. I have to.
Wait, why?
What?
Why do you? It's on your list to do it more than once.
Yes. Stop asking me questions.
Wait, but why do you have to do it again? Did you get like a premonition about?
No. I made this for fun, but I promised to finish it. Fuck.
What's wrong?
I can't fib.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
This is gonna be interesting.
Wait, so you can't fib?
That
You
means
fib?
you can't.
Hey, Eliana,
Oh no!
what are your real thoughts on Thanatora?
Oh, bitch.
She curses for the first time. That's
It's
hilarious.
the real thought.
Verity
It's
like
the
grabs her
uncensored
chest, like
My word.
So you do cuss.
This is the first time I've ever cussed.
Well, you did it well.
Verity like
Feels
hugs.
bad.
Verity hugs like Eliana. It's like, you know, we are proud of you. You don't have to say it again if you don't want to.
Look what you made her do. You made her feel
You
bad.
made her take the potion.
She
I didn't make her do it.
me. I said I
This
would.
weird ass list of yours. What else on that list?
Oh man. You technically don't need to say what they are. You
Yeah.
can just be like, "Oh, a lot of things." That's still technically the truth.
Don't coach her.
Thank you. Thank you, Dia. Oh, thank you, Jax.
You're welcome. Leave some things to.
Well, maybe there are some
Fate.
things.
Time
Wouldn't you
frame.
like
Maybe
to
there are
know?
some things on your list that I think could be fun. Like
Do
I've
you
always wanted to go, like, you know those like obstacle courses in the trees. I've always wanted to do one of those.
I'm gonna teach Sable how to
Another one
swim.
of those.
That's not on my list, but I could totally add it.
I know how to swim.
I don't know how to swim. Oh, I've told you.
Yeah.
Why is that
this
a big
one-
deal? That's not a big deal.
That's okay.
That's fine.
You don't all learn things at the same pace.
Horses can swim.
I bet Jerome's a great swimmer.
Silence.
What time is it now? Is it evening yet?
I was just about to change the
Okay.
evening.
So we ate already.
Mm-hmm.
Ira's going to prestidigitation all the food back to its appropriate temperatures.
Okay.
So
Oh.
you'd like to eat?
Yeah. Gonna
Have
eat
fun.
some.
What's there?
Eel, rice.
Essentially, it's like sushi, sashimi, kind of like.
Just like spreads. You can like build your
Yeah.
own.
You know, being a guy isn't all that different.
No.
You were a guy for 2 hours?
We're all kind of the same.
Honestly, I mean, like, it's like, wow, we all are just people.
Look what happens
just
when you
meat and
experience
bones.
something
Not that-
different.
We're all just people on the inside.
Not that Eliana thought differently before, but like,
It's like, wow, we're all just people after all.
We're all meat and bones.
damn, that's deep. We're all meat and bones.
Eliana,
Yeah.
is it possible to braid your hair?
It might be like a little too short unless you did like a bunch of little braids.
I mean, is your hair shorter than mine?
It's like,
It's like
Mhm.
a bob.
yeah.
They have the same length hair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yours is probably slightly longer than mine.
Maybe it's like right here.
Yeah,
I
they're-
think.
yeah.
Mhm. Oh, that's right. That's right. Hers is like rounded a little bit because it's curly, so it is short.
Our artist would know.
We could do a bunch of the small braids.
Oh my gosh, what if we all got in like a circle and braided each other's hair?
Oh my gosh.
Would y'all be
Okay.
down?
Yeah.
Ira? Come on.
Ira's hair's already braided.
Oh,
I unbraid Ira's hair.
Well, see, now
and I
we...
rebraid it.
But wait, I was going to take a bath tonight and wash it.
It's okay.
What's a few more days?
We're braiding each other's
You're
hair.
the reason we didn't leave today because you wanted to take a bath.
Do you want to take a bath?
Is Jax's hair too short to braid?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And he probably wouldn't let you do it anyway. Sorry.
Ira doesn't really want to let anyone touch her either.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Well, you could be like the circle, like behind him, and then we're all in a little circle, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
I'm going to bathe before this potion may do something else to me because I don't know.
So you're going to be in water in case it does something else?
I'm going
What
to
if
do
you
it
drown?
before it does something else. I can drown in a tub.
Yes.
Good
This
thing
is
is we have
unheard of.
other healers here who can save you.
In case I die. Oh, so
We're gonna be.
I'm thinking backup. You know what I mean?
There's 2 other people who are staying in the same room as you, at least.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure we can hear you, like, splashing around.
I was taking a bath.
Okay. So you and Jax go to your room to like clean up or whatever.
Sure. I just didn't want my hair braided.
Okay.
So
I didn't know how long you were staying. I know Sable's going at least into the bathroom part to take a bath.
I'm doing my toenails.
You're doing the ink thing? Okay.
I'm putting berry juice.
Give me a performance check.
But
I'm attempting to braid Eliana's hair while she's
You can
doing
do the
that.
performance check as well.
can I do? Well, I guess yeah. That's a
Where is it?
4.
It's 4?
What if I use my heroic no?
What is that?
22.
22. So you essentially like braid her hair pretty well. Pretty good.
She's like, I did it.
Meanwhile, your feet are just covered in berries.
Looks like I was trying to make like grape juice.
like wine, yeah.
Stella, do you want some of this?
Starts licking it off your feet. Weird. This is going weird real fast.
Dogs do that all the time. Okay?
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm taking a bath in a different room. What y'all doing?
Is everything okay in there, Sable?
Everything's. My shoulders.
You can make that decision. I don't need to make a roll for that.
Is the water warm?
Yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll like a survival check like you're taking a bath. God bless.
the fucking thing.
Just her hand outside of the towards the door so you can see it.
Okay. Good to know.
She can't lie.
Do you think that includes gestures?
Ooh.
I would think so.
Aw.
Again, it's like that one, like in the movie where he tries to write like what the color of the pen is, but it won't let him lie about what color he's writing.
All right, well, guess I'm gonna snuck up and go by with Stella.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay up until Sable's
I'm done.
good.
Yeah.
You're done? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you all freshen up, clean yourselves up. You get the ink off of you and off of you, and let the berries off your feet, and you essentially all have an uneventful night. Get some good rest in the beds in the tavern.
Oh no.
And you wake up the next morning, fresh, refreshed as you can be, all given the circumstances of everything from the night before. And
Are you okay?
Why, what?
Hell is awaiting us on our journey
why do you say that?
because everyone slept well. There was no problems.
I mean, it's the first
Well,
time
we
you guys are
did.
sleeping inside somewhere since the wear, so it's been a few days.
We also did like kill the god that was in my nightmares, so like that's.
But the
one
last time I
problem
was
gone.
kidnapped.
Yeah.
Again, not every day is going to be treacherous. You guys are going to have some okay days. Like
A
gosh.
great day.
Don't just have a good day. Have a great
Have
day.
a great day.
You guys are going to get that every morning in the group chat.
I mean,
So you guys wake up. You head
I'm-
downstairs.
I'm gonna bathe in the morning. I'm gonna
Okay, so you bathe.
Yeah.
And slowly reconvene out of the main floor. And the tavern owner's
Wacky.
Corella. She says, "How did everyone sleep? Get a good night's rest? It's good to see you bright-eyed this morning."
Yeah. Do you have some, what kind of breakfast you got going on here?
Some eggs, sausage, some coffee, fruit, juice,
I forgot our foxes,
some bread,
omnivores,
or some toast,
herbivores.
Can we just
Yeah.
kind of again just get a little bit of everything?
Sure. Yeah. Kind of brings out some plates for you guys all to eat that. And
Look, I know it's like super humid and kind of muggy, but like I would come back here.
It's a quaint little town.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that it's all on little, like, stilts above the water.
if I wasn't scared of water, I would come back here too.
And
We're gonna fix that.
I would think the rusticness reminds the two of you of your guys' hometowns, given that it's kind of more simplistic. Obviously, despite the complicated nature of how the, getting to and fro different places is, this is like very like simple town. Like there's not like much crazy, so it kind of gives you guys a little bit of a reminder of how.
And it's more like ingrained in nature too. Like,
yeah,
it's not like
yeah,
city skyscrapers and stuff.
Verity thinks of Olga.
yeah.
Oh,
All right, so you guys eat and settle up the rooms. Just take a gold out of each of your guys' like inventory.
Noise.
Not gonna be a stickler about it.
So it was 2 gold for Jackson Ear, but 3 gold for the same room with 3 people in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, they charge by person, not by room. Smarty pants.
Well,
Well,
Ira, cover the room.
I already took the gold out, so
damn! You paid double.
Then I'll add it back.
Jax can pay his own way.
Ah, ba, ba.
Oh, bye. What does that mean?
It's my version of talking back.
So you guys all kind of make your way back to the kind of like the edge of town.
With the horses.
But with the horses, you go to the stable, grab the horses.
We get the horses.
But you're going to the more
It's 10.
northern part of the town this time, though, because you guys came in from the western part.
So for Ira, it's 11 gold because she paid for like the
Yeah.
okay for the
I don't
horses.
know. Did you pay for everybody else's
I already
horses?
took one out for me.
I was paying for the grooming and the
Oh, yeah.
shoeing
For
and
all the horses.
for everybody.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 11 for me. Okay.
Okay. So you, make your way back to the northern side of town, and yeah, you see, Baldwin. Sorry, I feel like was blanking on the name for whatever reason. I just said it like 20 minutes ago. Baldwin is waiting for you at the northern, kind of edge of town, kind of on the line there, leading you, kind of on the edge of the fog.
Good morning.
Good morning. I hope you all got the rest that you needed and were ready to keep our wits about us as we get into this. And I had some thought on the costs, as you guys kind of had. It seemed like you had a little bit of concern. I'm willing to offer you a discounted rate if you walk with silence.
Oh.
And trust in my knowledge of the swamps as I guide you through it.
Hey, Sable. Is that something that you feel comfortable getting on board with?
Not walk in silence, walk with silence. It's a metaphor.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
We don't question him, I think.
Yeah, in theory, yes.
Oh, well, can I ask, to understand? So I can learn?
I suppose.
Okay. That answer can also be no. That's fine, too.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
It's just like a bridge 100 yards away.
And just to reiterate, this is Allie. Just because. Aliana's like, just to reiterate. So no magic would help with this, with the fog.
Correct.
Okay. She deflates. She's defeated. She's like, okay.
Well, you couldn't use it even if you wanted to, because then we wouldn't get our discount.
Yeah. Okay.
Just, can you make us a promise in return?
Sure.
If you need us to do something, i.e. there are bad guys coming up, or there's something that we need to do specifically, tell us ahead of time.
For adventurers, you do all seem very worry-wartish.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
nothing goes according to plan.
Well, I mean, you're hiring me to be a guide. I think you'll be all right.
I'm pretty chill.
She can't lie.
Can't lie. You insight checking me again? Oh, her. Okay.
I can't lie. So?
Let's say,
Hey, say.
To her, it could be the truth.
at least got 2.5 more days.
Is there anything the Veiled One could tell us about our journey ahead?
Roll for insight.
Yeah. Be nice to me. Okay, 18.
Not off the top of your head. I got a 24.
Can I tell when I'm holding my tarot cards that someone touched them?
Yes.
Does Kayla tell me?
Yes.
No.
He tells you that Euro was snooping in your bag.
I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to slowly turn to Ira. The Veiled One can't help us.
That's okay. What? Want to use your big girl words?
He says, if everything is settled, just let's embark on our journey and never step where the weeping stag knelt.
Whoa, okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
He speaks in metaphors. I'm not going to explain it every time. We're not going to do this.
I was just going to write in my notes.
You can write it in your notes.
Can you repeat it?
I just don't want
Never
to.
step where the weeping stag knelt.
I don't know what that means. Is that a plant? Is that a hole in the ground? Is that a kind of a bomb?
He speaks in metaphors.
We don't know that.
Ira doesn't know that.
Weeping.
Is that a plant or
You told us to do
He's
as you
not going to
say.
acknowledge you, and he's just going to start leading the way.
You told us to do as you say. How can we do as you say if you don't tell us what you mean?
Look, I'm not guys. Can we just please?
Is that Jax?
No, that's me.
When you say something ominous, we want to be able to follow what he wants, but we can't if we don't know what it is.
Setting us up to
fine.
lose the discount.
No. Think about the words. Never step where the weeping stag knelt. So if a stag is crying somewhere, that means that they probably stepped where they shouldn't.
Wait, melt or knelt?
Knelt. It's gonna be a long trek.
Verity starts following him. And just going, what?
Look, Justin, you're telling me that if a man was like, I'm going to bring you to this place, listen to me. And the man's like, do not weep with the willow, with the wad. We're like, wait, what is... Yeah.
Look,
could you clarify?
There
wanna do what
needs
you
to
say.
be some air of mystery or kookiness that characters can have. Otherwise, this is going to get real stale real fast.
And don't get mad at us for rolling insight checks every 3 seconds.
You can do that. And if you find nothing, that's not my fault.
Don't weep with the weeper.
Verity's just thinking this entire time,
The
why?
sky is an old wound stitched by stars.
Oh my God, what does it mean?
Stars?
Have you heard of flosses?
And
We
we're
follow.
walking.
Yeah, we're like walking.
Let's see. I'm going to use this one.
Perception check. Just kidding. I'm kidding, I promise.
I know, it's fine. No, I'm joking, but mainly.
Mainly.
What'd you forget?
I didn't forget anything. I just was being really funny, and I was like, threw a dice just out of nowhere, and it was a nat 20, so.
There you go. Use them up now. Just kidding.
I just threw it out.
See? I told you guys. We're screwed.
I'm taking a picture of that.
So you are walking through this fog. Essentially you're just like walking. It feels like you're walking in just smoke without the kind of like burning and harding, like difficulty to breathe. There's this sense of, as you guys are probably like, you're trying to stay in close proximity to each other. Essentially you can see the ground, like the pathways underneath you. You're hearing the forest around you, but you can't see it. It's like essentially like you're seeing, like, it's like when you can't see like too far in front of you in the dark. He says back to all of you, the stillest water has the sharpest memory, as he's kind of like leading it into this like fog.
Here just takes a deep breath. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. What does that mean?
I mean, not all trails were meant to be found by light.
That one makes sense.
That would make sense. So you are again, you guys are kind of like on the horses. You're kind of not like trying to go into like a full sprint. You're obviously, because like you could essentially kind of veer, or kind of like it could lead right into danger. You are kind of, he's like kind of saying like it's, it's going to be a bit of a journey. It's going to be about a 2 to 3 day journey, getting through like the mountain pass and stuff to get to the Aeronautical Alliance. And the fog begins to do what it kind of slowly did, essentially kind of playing tricks. So I'm going to need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Eliana asks, would it be good for us to tie our horses' saddles together so we don't get separated?
It could help, yeah.
Okay.
10.
And 10. 10.
1.
1.
22.
27.
22, 27.
Technically a 4, but I got a natural 1.
Jack's got an 11.
That's it? An 11?
Yeah, it was a 5.
Wow.
Could we say that we had tied the horses together? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, you kind of do that as you guys are starting to go through. Those of you who, so not you two, but the other three, you essentially kind of like are looking up, and you essentially what it looks like you see like vultures kind of circling above you.
We're not dead yet.
Yeah, it's 3 vultures kind of circling, kind of like around, as you're kind of making your way through this fog. And then I'm going to need... I'm going to need you all to make Constitution saving throws again, please.
Another natural one. What the fuck?
16.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
24.
24. Jeez, you guys' Constitution's insane.
21.
It's a +5.
+5.
Oh,
That's
okay.
good.
So 21.
21.
So you begin to feel an irrational anger, Eliana. You're essentially kind of just for uncontrollable reasons angry at the party, the circumstance, and the fact that you have to speak truthfully.
Yeah.
Go nuts.
I don't get why magic can't get rid of this smoke, this fog. It seems so simple, like I could just cast my magic and get rid of it. I don't see why we're having to follow this guy.
Do you want to die?
No.
Okay. Then how about you shush?
We already paid him.
And he says, "Don't fear the mist that blinds, fear the things that walk in it with purpose."
What are you saying?
It's a means to say being cautious in the dense fog. Real danger moves with confidence through parts that we cannot see.
Real confidence running the parts of...
Who are you? We've never seen her like this, right?
No.
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 First the cussing last night, now this.
It's the... She thinks it's the potion. It's the potion. It's making you weird.
Kira thinks...
Making me weird?
Yeah, it's making you weirder than normal.
Why aren't you weird?
I'm always weird, so maybe it just doesn't affect me.
Wow.
Are you just
Wow.
getting comfortable? Is that what's happening? You're just getting comfortable with the group? Now
Because if this is who you are, I kind of like it.
Ew.
Ew!
All of you give me some nature checks, please.
Is this for me? Would it be insight or is it just nature?
Nature.
Natural
Damn.
one.
God, the natural ones on this side of the table are not good right now.
23 and 22.
26.
26.
7.
Natural one.
Natural 1. What'd you get?
Oh, I'm rolling too. Sorry.
You all are doing it,
My
yes.
brain.
All of you, including the guide.
Natural 1. That's my third one in a row.
That's
Dun,
4
dun.
just with
That's
this
4
table.
on this side.
So we should have
Whoa.
a natural 1 counter.
Yeah. Those of you at home in the chat.
Please let us know.
So, the path begins to get more treacherous. Essentially, it's kind of like it narrows. So essentially, you guys are all kind of having to be like almost in a line of the horses. There's essentially you're kind of following along this, and you see, him like the guide kind of like get like essentially his horse kind of like starts to go up like a log. Balrin kind of like is like kind of he kind of like pulls out a lantern so that you can kind of see where you're heading. And essentially, I mean, in theory, honestly, he would have had it the whole time. But you see the lantern he's holding, and you guys are like heading up this log, kind of almost like one by one, and you kind of, it's nerve wracking because you hear like the creaking of the wood. It seems old or stiff. And as you're kind of going up this log, you hear like the rushing waters kind of underneath, and like it seems like it's like very heavily like there's like kind of like a brook or a river, or essentially this is like crossing, and it's pretty long. It's like 4 or 5 feet. Or 10 feet, excuse me.
And we can't tell how deep it is.
Right, you can hear the water, but you can't see it. The fog even almost kind of goes underneath the log, and you can't see the water underneath.
How does Sable react to that?
Don't like it.
There's even sounds of like similarly could be like a waterfall nearby and stuff like that too. So as you one by one cross over this water, go ahead and make some more Constitution saving throws for me, please. As you head back into more fog.
Ooh, natural 20.
That's a 2.
8.
21.
21.
And a counter of that too.
17.
13.
8.
8. Kept rolling me in the 90s. Jax and Verity both see a group of goblins fighting over a dead deer off to like the kind of the side as they're kind of walking down the path. The goblins notice the two of you kind of looking onward at them, and they essentially like you see them kind of like take the deer carcass and like drag it into the fog, and so they kind of like end up like disappearing. But you still you get the sense that it feels like you can hear them or hear like the like cutting into the meat, and it
Just keep walking. Just keep walking.
Am I still mad?
I feel like you are irritable, but you're not like angry. You keep going through this, and it seems as if like your guys are losing all sense of time because you can't really see the sun and like what is happening around you. And you guys have been traveling for a few hours now. Like this has been going on for some time. And I think you all would start to see things despite, the constitutions. You start hearing the sounds of breaking branches in the distance. You kind of start hearing things in the forest, like around you, kind of different noises. And slowly you kind of start to hear or see, you see a group of like hunters kind of like hunting and chasing after like a dire bear with like a group of dogs. Essentially, you just kind of start seeing just like random things, and they seem to get like the upper hand on the bear. And it's almost as if like it feels like you're seeing like memories of the forest or different things that you are just, your mind is just wandering to random things. And it's just kind of, it's like, it's very similar to like what they've talked about with like that room that has like literally no sound. You begin to start to hear your own like bodily noises and things in your brain kind of just starts to like trail off. What were you going to say?
The hunters, does it seem like they're hunting like for livelihood or for like more for sport?
For sport.
Era's pissed.
You can take an arrow and fire it off if you want.
Get out of my head.
I knew that's where you were going to go with it. And to do so, just roll for an attack.
She's not going to, because this is going to sound so dumb.
So dumb.
She wants the discount.
Not
Fair
dumb.
enough.
I'd like to think that you like would like pull the arrow and then you kind of like pull it down. And
then
like,
she's
put it
going
away.
to start, in her head only, she's just going to start like a prayer to Nylea.
Okay.
Just to kind of like try to recenter her headspace.
And you hear from the guide, some songs must be sung backwards to remember why they were sung at all. And
I'm sick of this.
and so you see, as a group, you essentially all see this. You see a couple camping in the forest. Tent is surrounded by about 2 feet diameter of like mushrooms kind of like surrounding them.
Don't go near that. That's a mushroom circle.
What if I want to?
Don't do it.
What if they're like,
The moon shows its true face to only those who sleep with their eyes open. Keep your wits about you. You're going to be seeing things, just don't let it get to you. And I'm going to have you guys make one more Constitution saving throw.
18.
17?
15, 17.
22.
24.
So Jax, Verity, and Eliana see a kind of like, as you guys are like kind of going down this path, you see like kind of almost like popping out of the fog like a black bear's head. It's like sniffing at the horses as you guys pass by. He sees you guys and starts growling, and it looks like he's ready to pounce.
Just little guy.
I feel like that would startle Verity a little bit.
Okay.
Like she'd pull out her like dagger, but she would like keep walking. But like every now and then just like look back at it.
Are we in a straight line?
No, you guys are essentially kind of grouped up still.
Okay.
I am getting just my mind's eye. I'm getting really high quality Halloween forest horror vibes.
Okay. Okay.
Like there's a school bus around the corner and people are going to jump out from the windows. It's ridiculous.
It gets to the point where he says, "All right, we're going to stop here for the night," and essentially kind of lead you essentially as you kind of get closer to him, kind of where he's stopped. You see that kind of off, like where the fog kind of breaks a little bit. There's essentially like rock, essentially like the side of a rock face. So essentially, there's like at least one side of you guys essentially is nothing. Kind of there's like something solid. So there's nothing that can come up on you from that side. And you see him setting up a tent.
For him, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Guys, I know I was cranky. That wasn't me.
At least I figured. Pretty sure everyone figured. You're not mean. Normally.
And through all of your passive perceptions, I know they're all pretty high, I think. He sets up his tent, and you see that he's not kind of like getting any food ready or anything like that. And it looks like his tent seems to be in very good condition, you know, given that, so that looks as if it has not seen a lot of wear and tear or essentially, in theory, danger. What'd you roll? Natural 1? Nat 1! He's a safe dude.
Do you want to set up watches?
Okay.
Should we watch in like pairs though?
That's actually really smart.
Because if one of us starts to freak out, we can kind of look at the other one. If
That's
they're not
true.
freaking out, then we should be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's an idea. I mean, I may get a little extra sleepy, so I may get grumpy, but
Okay.
Should we go?
worth it.
Should we go first then, since we have the most to sleep? I mean, Jax, I know you need 8 hours too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
we could do one of us with one of you, one of us with one of you, and then Jax in our guide could do one together. Or if Jax
Yeah, I
wants to
mean,
do
I only
two.
need 4 hours, so
Oh, yeah.
Some-
nice.
I'm he's an elf. So
I didn't want to assume.
That's all right. It's fine.
Your ears are a little different.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She can't lie.
She can't lie.
So who is going to take the first watch?
I can with someone.
Well, if he's 4 hours, y'all don't need to take any watches unless you want to.
Yeah, I can take the first watch. That's fine. If you guys all want to get some rest.
I looked at you and I'm like, I don't trust him alone.
I can take the first watch with him. I mean, I can only do 2 hours, but
Okay.
Just do me a favor.
okay.
And she's gonna like pull Verity like 5 to 10 feet away and whisper in her ear and say, "So if Erebus pops in and tells you to kill him, don't." Don't.
You do realize I don't have a choice about
You could like wake me up.
Why did you? You didn't have to. I wasn't thinking about it.
Well, you just do it when you're
Why-
going.
Why did you
Just
bring it
let-
up?
let him-
Why
let him
did
get
you
us
bring
out of
it up?
this.
I wasn't thinking about it. Now I'm gonna be thinking about it.
I mean, it's valid, I
It's a valid
guess. Yeah.
concern. Above table, I know it's a valid concern.
Okay, so Verity is going to take the first at least 2 hours of Balin's 4 hour
Balin.
Oh, sorry.
Balrin.
Balrin. Sorry.
Bowery.
It's the way it's spelled. My freaking brain moves the letters around.
Yeah.
It takes the R out. Okay, so Balrin and Verity will be up for 2 hours. Go ahead and roll those perceptions.
Oh, just be a natural one. Okay, no. I'm not gonna finish that for copyright reasons.
I think it was the Zelda.
25.
25. He got a 17. So essentially, your dark vision is kind of helping you in this situation because it's dark, but it's foggy. So essentially, it's like you're still seeing like this fog of white, but it's like now dark. So it's like kind of able to see a little bit more than like in front of you. Nothing out of the ordinary happens in the 2 hours. You hear a lot of noises and things like from the different creatures of the forest and things, but nothing seems to come close, which is nice. Very, every so often like a pebble, rolling down the rocks because you guys are essentially against like a cliff face, mountain face, whichever. But yeah, nothing happens.
Nice.
Okay, so who is swapping in?
Eliana and Ira?
You guys will be up for 4 hours, and then he'll go to bed after 2.
Oh, no. Never mind.
I'll do the other two.
You're gonna do the other 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. You essentially go ahead and roll for that perception for the last watch.
Not last.
Or the last part of this watch, sorry.
7.
Okay.
I'm just a girl. I can't see in the dark.
So he got a 17. Yeah. Nothing crazy. Again, it's just pretty low key part of the night. So the 2 hours goes without a hitch. And just for a quick remind me again, it was 5, 4, 3, 2, or was it the other way?
No, other
around?
way.
It was
5, 4, 3, 2. Okay.
No. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay. So zigzag.
Because Allie was over here.
Okay.
So.
Justin asked us to pick a number
1 through 5.
1 through 5 before session.
Sarah chose 8.
Before while we were on break. Yeah. So you two are. So he kind of goes into his tent after the 4 hours to kind of get some sleep. Go ahead and roll for perception.
Oh. 16.
17.
17. Okay. Essentially, for the first little bit of this, I'm going to do it in 2 hour stints. So you have to roll again after the 2 hours. So the first 2 hours, nothing really kind of major concern happens. Go ahead and roll for the other 2.
Guys, is this how normal people do long rests with characters that don't have 4 hours of sleep? 22. Yeah.
A 1.
We've rolled like 6 ones this session.
Look, I've been doing great up until this point.
Okay. So you essentially, because the campfire being in this like kind of small vicinity, the light kind of casting out essentially is kind of creating that like kind of like wall of fog around the like small space that you guys are all in. And with the natural 1.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
In a flash. Very like something grabs Eliana and dragged into the fog.
Oh, shit! Is she actually?
Yeah. She gets dragged into the fog. And Ira does not see it with her natural 1.
Where am I?
You just hear.
I feel like she would hear that.
Yeah, I mean, you would hear it and you would look over and you wouldn't see her.
Balrin!
No answer.
I go to the tent and I open the flap.
He's asleep.
Balrin! Hello? Is he wearing... Is his boot still on?
Yeah, I mean, he's fully clothed.
She, like, taps his boot.
He doesn't, like, wake up. He seems to be, like, in a pretty heavy sleep.
So he's not dead?
No, yeah, you can see he's still breathing
Okay.
and stuff.
Paul, run!
It's not waking up. It's a heavy meditation.
I will put your freaking hand in water. Wake up! I don't have a cow. I've almost purchased a cowbell so many times for this reason. Fuck it, she's gonna bring that stupid ass shield back out, and she's gonna take her dagger, and she's gonna bang the dagger against it.
At this point, Jax, Sable, and Verity wake up to the sound of the shield, but he does not.
Bro.
Yeah, what's going on?
Eliana's gone.
And you hear her screams in the fog. Let me just be clear.
I'm still like,
yeah.
dude.
Are we sure it's not an illusion?
No, we're not sure. It's a natural fucking one.
And
I had to screw this up.
Well, we hear it too, though.
so,
Still.
in
Just make it
after
real.
like moments of hearing like the screams, you guys are like kind of frantically moving around, not knowing what to do. He's not waking up. Eliana falls back out of the wall of fog. And can you please put your character at 0 HP for me, please?
Okay. Hey,
And
so you
she's-
can fix that, right?
Bloody, and her like bloody corpse, not like
Corpse?
bloody body falls in an unconscious state. She essentially like kind of like slowly kind of walks out of the fog and like this really slow, and then drops.
Okay, I'm gonna touch her and cast Spare the Dying,
Okay.
so she'll be stabilized.
Okay.
She
So you do
isn't
not need to
dead.
make no death saving throws. Okay.
Pull her out, like, further away from the fog
Okay.
towards the tent.
Okay.
Verity's actually just gonna put her in the tent.
Alright, gonna wake up. Like, what happened?
The tent's special. It's not really.
Can you heal her?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, I didn't know. You didn't say anything.
Well, I have to concentrate.
Everybody's frantically trying to like.
Here, I have an idea, but I need.
She
your
almost
permission.
died like a week ago.
I want to try
wasn't there.
something, but it's gonna hurt really bad. Can I try it?
No, let Sable heal her.
I'm not talking about Eliana. I'm talking about dude.
Nah, leave him be. Fuck him.
Oh, I'm not even pulling the right one out.
I have a crazy theory, but it's probably not what's happening. I'm like, what if he's like astral
I would like to
projecting in
cast
his
burning
sleep?
hands.
Fucking-
Burning hands on what? On Balrin?
No, let him sleep. I don't want him guiding us with a level of exhaustion.
Never mind. That's a cone. I don't want to do that.
Cone.
I thought it was like.
So are you healing her?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the dice.
What do you need?
4d8.
Okay, hold on.
I only need one more. Oh, it's right here. I'm good.
Okay. Boop. Nope, that's 10.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Y'all, I can.
Also 10. Where are my 8s?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 26
26.
points of
So you are restored 26
Okay.
healing, and you regain consciousness. And you're like,
What happened? What happened? What happened? I'm so sorry. What happened? Almost killed a leader of
Give me a
whole
history
spirituality.
I'm like, what happened? I don't know. Fuck it, we ball.
Uh-oh.
Is it really Eliana?
mm-hmm.
That's
That's
cocked.
cocked.
4. That one, that dice,
4.
that dice never rolls well. I don't know why you're
You
using it.
essentially, you didn't see what it was that was attacking you. It felt like you, like a bunch of equivalency of a lot of daggers essentially coming down in the same direction. So you could have been being bitten on down by something, or in stabbing emotions, but you couldn't tell the difference.
Do the wounds on her, because she's not fully healed, do they look like anything like
They're-
a dagger mark, like
They're
teeth
in,
marks?
not in like a curved kind of bite mark shape, but they are linear. So it could be, again, sides of teeth, like something else. It's very
Probably
hard to
not a
discern.
blade.
It's hard to tell.
Could I try to make a nature check to discern whether this was like an animal or a weapon?
You can, yeah.
I was just pulling it out.
Oh, okay.
So it's still dark out.
Yes, this is still very much nighttime.
Roll a 27 nature.
27 nature.
Yeah.
It's nothing nature that you've seen. Essentially, the sharpness, the severity, how fast what, like, how you were grabbed. Nothing that you're familiar with, unfortunately.
What were you?
Can I try something similar as what I did in the astral plane?
Which is?
Use the shadows to sense anything.
What spell would you be using? Or ability?
Well, again, it's not a spell.
Cast a spell.
Shibbity-boo.
I mean, I have one use of darkness, but like...
So explain to me what it is you're trying to do. Essentially like detect magic, but with your pact. Well, not detect magic, but just...
Detect, like...
Kind of almost like divine sense.
I guess, in a way, yeah. I just need to know which spell to mark off. If we're gonna do it that way. Because I have a use of darkness that I can use.
I guess to flavor it, you'll use the darkness spell.
Okay.
But essentially, this is going to be very much like that of like divine sense, where it kind of essentially see if there's any celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet. Essentially, just kind of getting a sweeping kind of notion of everything around you. There doesn't seem to be any of those three things around you.
I'm not sensing anything through the shadows.
Are the horses okay?
The horses are fine.
Are they bothered?
No. I mean, they were like kind of spooked awake with the commotion, but as far as like anything else, they're not like running off or.
She's alive.
And Balrin comes out and says, "What's going on?"
I was attacked by something that pulled me into the fog.
You're just staring at him. What woke you up?
I came out of my meditation.
You're impossible to wake up. It was like 10 minutes ago. I was banging a dagger against a shield. You weren't doing anything.
I apologize. I woke up to use the bathroom, to be quite honest, but I didn't. I am a bit of a heavy sleeper. You kind of have to be in this kind of environment.
She was taken.
My goodness.
I don't know what happened.
And is she okay? Like healed up? Does anybody else can give her anything to close the rest of the wounds?
It's an 18 on an insight check.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's acting kind of.
No.
The fact that he was asleep. Can I also make an insight check on this man?
Jackal
Okay.
and hide.
I should have added fucking guidance to that.
Too late.
I know.
Ooh,
First roll I haven't added guidance to.
24.
24. Okay. And since you're making a separate one, 25.
Jesus Christ.
25.
Wait.
Yours, he got an 18, so meets it beats it for you.
Wait.
He got a 25.
Wait.
You know, did you roll for Wheeler Woe before
No,
this?
but I'm going to. Let's see. What did I get? What's my? Did I get Wheeler Woe today? I got Woe. I'm gonna use my Woe.
Okay.
So stupid.
It's not stupid.
1.
Meets it beats it, though.
Yeah, but I met it, so I beat it.
Yeah.
For a deception check.
Same with me.
Or
You were making an insight. I needed to roll either deception
meets
or
it beats it is
persuasion.
I'm checking him.
Okay.
Yeah, so player wins. And it was a 25.
Luck point. Natural 20.
This man's fucked up. We
Well,
as
I
we
met
as
it.
players know, but we as characters don't know.
I
No,
met
you
it,
don't.
so I beat it. You rerolled hers, not mine.
I mean, he's like waking up. There's nothing that seems to be out of the ordinary.
You're calm. You're too calm.
Well, you have to be in the fog. You can't let the marsh plays tricks. You can't.
I don't think that's a trick.
Yeah, I kind of got messed up by something physical.
Right, I meant this is the fortitude of the mind. That's why I'm not razzled or rattled by this. I know. Fucking A.
The mind can hurt you like that?
If you're not strong enough in the mind, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw.
What
I
do-
can't wait to hear that lore about you later.
But what should I do to protect myself to make sure this doesn't happen again?
I suggest you all move your bedrolls closer to the rock face. If you were on exterior to the fog, it could have been something that sensed us. It's best to stay over on this side.
Okay.
Wait, you said you were going to have to use the bathroom?
Yes. And he kind of like, thank you. And he kind of gets up and he essentially kind of like steps into the fog just enough where you can see the back of him, but he like kind of, you hear like,
Yeah. Going to the bathroom.
yeah, he's going to the bathroom. You're going to push him in the fog?
No. No, I was just like,
Pees
in
on
my head,
himself as he falls.
because it's just like, I was just like, where do we even go to use the bathroom in this thing? That's kind of what was like, sounds suspicious. Anyway, let's continue before I talk
I mean,
more.
he's being right there, so it's not like you hear it.
It's fine. We're fine. We're adults. We can
Eliana,
handle it.
you're gonna sleep a little closer to us, okay?
So I'm okay.
Yeah, I guess we're sleeping nearby to the wall.
I can
Well, Ira's not sleeping because she has to finish the fucking watch.
stay
Oh,
up
you're
with
right.
you.
No,
I really can.
I need you to sleep.
Okay,
I'll stay
be
up for
fine.
the rest of it.
No, someone is gonna someone is gonna be exhausted no matter what. So
Not me.
okay, not
Not
you.
me.
What if Jax
You didn't
stayed
sleep
up
for-
with you for the last?
Did you?
I can be
2
up
hours.
for 2 hours. I can take care of it. Or sorry, yeah, I can be up for 2 hours.
I was
Sorry.
like, wait a second.
I was like, wrong voice. Kicking around out there.
Jax.
I can be up for 2 hours. It's fine.
Thanks.
Ellie has been in this frame for like the whole second half.
I know she's chilling in the hallway there. She's keeping you guys company in the scary fog.
Maybe.
She knows. Okay. He's like, all right. If he's gonna be up with you, you should be all right. If anything happens, and he kind of he sleeps out of the tent this time. So essentially, he kind of like opens the flaps of the tent. And he's very much like in the opening of it. So he's trying to stay at least as close as he can.
Good.
So he essentially go ahead and roll the perception for that last like little bit of it. A little. It's a 23 for Jax.
16.
16. Nothing seems to happen after that. A lot of the sounds of the forest seem to be quieter as the sun begins to rise amidst the...
Just for the record and for color, the straight roll was a 5.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that Ira was really rattled by that.
Okay.
But she's trying to be better at like being a paladin. She's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be like this or whatever. But so she like basically just spends the last whatever it is, hour, whatever, silently in her head, just like constantly praying to Nylea. Just relentlessly.
Okay.
Relentless.
All right. It's best we keep moving. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'll make sure to pick a better spot next time. I thought we were safe, but
Things happen. I get it.
not usually on my watch. I'm sorry.
I think Yara was trying to wake you up a little bit. You're a pretty heavy sleeper.
Does any of you have any tea?
Yes.
Okay, next time when I go to sleep, I will drink some tea beforehand. It usually keeps me at a little bit more lighter sleep.
Usually the opposite works that way, but you okay?
Well, it's like somebody who's a heavy sleeper. If they drink caffeine before they go to sleep, they aren't as heavy of a sleeper. That's the kind of mentality there. So you all kind of embark into the fog once more. Go ahead and roll those Constitution saves.
Did Eliana get full healing or is she still at partial?
So since we didn't complete the long rest
Correct.
until the beginning, I get it all back.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Natural 20! Redemption!
Redemption arc.
29!
7.
7, 6. Jack's got a 13 plus 6, so 19. Show that. You all begin to see.
I rolled woe again.
Even at 29?
No, you don't.
Oh,
All the people that rolled bad. You see 5 elves playing like a forest game. They essentially are kind of like inviting you to join.
No, thank you.
I'm gonna have Sable roll an extra Constitution.
I know,
saving
I'm
throw
like,
because
what?
you
Looking
seem like
over.
you want to do it.
She knows better.
Our
Are you
horses
sure?
are tied together though, so like if you try to get off and be like,
It's a natural 1.
no.
No.
So you essentially you kind of like, and you kind of like slowly veer the horse a little bit to the right.
Can I try and catch her?
Sable.
In the order of yeah, give me.
18 intimidation check.
Let's change that to strength.
That's not less fun because it is
We're all
only
tied
a
together
14.
on horses.
Eliana, make a strength check as well.
Oh wait,
Essentially, the horses are tied together. You guys are pulling the ropes to get the horse to kind of stray back.
no, then we just get our horses to keep going. 1v6.
Yes.
1v5.
In theory, let's try to guide the horse before it falls over, and you have to drag it because that would probably be worse
11.
or hurt Sable.
Do I need to make one too?
You can
14.
14.
Yeah, it's a 14. Could have been 18. It's a 14.
Jax rolled a 28.
Thank God.
27. Essentially, like yanks it, and essentially, like Sable's like horse, like jerks backwards.
What if Sable rolls a natural 20 in contestation of his strength check? Dude, really need 20. See what you get.
Do it for shits and gigs.
An 8.
Okay.
Okay, so no. So Sable is veered back on the path. And you hear hear the guy in the front. He says, "Not when the reeds blow, something ancient passes beneath." So go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me one more time. Uno mas.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 for me too.
Whoa.
23, another 29.
Hold on. No, 28.
14 for Jax.
13.
13.
Dude, we're on the same wavelength today.
Let's see. You see a group of
No.
3 goblins walking through the woods. They're kind of complaining to each other, like, "Oh, I'm so hungry." They look like they haven't eaten in days. They kind of are very like withered, kind of like skinny. And
they
they
in a
look
trench
at you hungrily as you pass by.
I don't see a trench coat on this.
3 goblins in a trench coat. So you all so after a little while you get to this part in the woods. Give me a perception check, please.
16.
Let's go!
15.
15.
21.
So
21.
So 15.
32 with a natural 20.
32, 15. Well, who was the 15? Was
Me.
it 15? What'd you roll?
Crap, which one did I? I'll just go with the lower one, 16.
16. Jack's got a 26. What'd you get again?
21.
21.
21.
You're seeing that like there's some more trees kind of lining this path. I will need. I'm trying to figure about what would be a good roll for spatial awareness.
Perception?
Survival.
Give me nature checks.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so it's a 21 for me, or no, 22. No, 21. Sorry, 21.
That would be a
6,
22.
22,
23.
23,
It's going to be a 3.
3.
Well,
Sable, get in the middle.
So Verity kind of like because these trees are coming quick, essentially, as you guys are going through them. So it's kind of like very much like they're like popping out of the fog because of how dense this is right here. You
could be
just narrowly
so
hit it. You
funny.
kind of hit it with like your arm. You sort of like you hit it with your elbow. Sable, you kind of shoulder check this tree essentially as you come through, and as you do, some moss and bark fall off the side of the tree because you kind of hit it a little hard. And it reveals a crude symbol on the tree.
Do I know the symbol at all?
Give me history.
A natural 20!
Whoa.
You recognize the symbol as what was on the cult members' cloaks.
Dude.
Do you tell us that?
Era!
Era!
So I got I got a little hurt, but I'm being really brave about it. I saw, you know those big baddies that took you the cult that
Yep,
reeks in subtext.
That reeks in subtext? Is that what you said?
It's not wrong.
Their symbol was on the trees. On one tree specific.
Hey, Balren! Can we go any
don't tell him.
faster?
Don't tell him.
The discount.
Unfortunately, we can't. It's too thick. If
Okay.
we go any faster, we could risk running a horse right into a tree
Is
itself.
there? Oh, we've done that already. Do we?
Era.
Do you know if a cult passes through here at all? Ever?
And he says, no, not that I'm aware of.
Nope.
Uh,
I only roll natural ones against this guy.
can Eliana give me a nature check, please?
Era, shut up. Shut up. Why?
I didn't mean to roll that, but
He would have already kidnapped me.
you said a nature check?
Yep.
25.
25. Nice. You hear as a kind of like heron that's more natural to the swamp kind of lands essentially like on the back of your horse. And it has a kind of rolled up piece of paper kind of attached to its a collar around its neck.
Is it real?
You try to grab the scroll.
What does the scroll look like? Does it look
It's like a rolled up piece of paper, like rolled up piece of parchment.
Can I tell if there's like anything on the paper? Like, I don't.
You can use the spyglass.
Okay.
You can use the spyglass, there's no magic on it.
Okay, I'm gonna take the paper and.
It is on it is it's kind of in writing. It says
I would hope so.
that guy is not who you think he is. He killed Balren, and the body was hidden in the canal reeds.
Guys! Told you.
Do you?
Guys, maybe we
And,
should.
it's
maybe-
signed the like tavern owner.
Oh, guys!
Love her.
I think we should take a break and wait until the fog like dies down.
And he like Balren stops in front of you all, and he looks back and kind of sees that there's like a note. And
I don't
there's
care
a
about your
heron.
discount. You're a liar.
She can't lie.
Was there ever a discount?
Oh, she can't lie.
You can't lie.
And he says, well, I guess there's no sense in hiding it any longer. And he looks at you with like this sinister look and says, the blade exists in two places. You see only the sheath, but you feel the wound. And you all are
Okay.
attacked simultaneously as each of you are stabbed by something coming out of the fog.
Yeah, I kind of figured there.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Yeah,
Nope, it's over. We're done.
No.
I figured they were.
We
stab
were
wounds.
pick this up on the next episode of Off the Beaten Quest. Thank you so much for watching and joining us in this fun-filled journey through the fog and the swamp. Sorry for all the technical difficulties, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.